Everybody late? Everybody late? Okay, cool. Everybody's late. Good. What's up, 3Dog? Oh, 3Dog 420. I know what you were doing 10 minutes ago. Great job. Great job. Not taking attendance, but 3Dog 420's here. Listen, high alert. Breaking news. Let me give you the Fox. Where is it? The Fox News sounder.
Some breaking news for you.
Hold on. Hold on. I am Rob, and this is
Some breaking news for you.
we have some breaking news for you. Very serious. Joe Rogan. I don't know how to break this to you, magatards. Joe Rogan's gone full woke. Absolutely. He has the woke mind virus. And I'm going to play all of the clips. He did a podcast with his bros that is 4.5 hours long. By God. My God.
Some breaking news for you.
We do have some breaking news for you. Thank you, Fox News Social, whatever you're called. Fox Breaking. I think that's that lady's name. That's what it says in the hashtags. Fox Breaking.
Some breaking news for you.
Yep, don't introduce yourself like I did. Hi, I'm Rob. I host the show. Hit subscribe. I think it's up here. Hit the like button. I think it's by the crow's head. And tell me if it turns into a heart or a lightning bolt. We're still pushing for a lightning bolt. Maybe a little hammer and sickle. That would be cool. Can you do that, YouTube? Can you do that? I figure with $1 trillion, you could do anything. I guess you can't. Leave it to the little folks. What's up, Jess? Oh, no, don't make me agree with Joe Rogan. You're going to today. You're going to. We're all going to agree with Joe Rogan today. Not his whole show. He's still pumping out the misinformation and the culture war shit. But by golly, if he's not waking the fuck up. But here's the thing. Joe Rogan has to be surrounded by his friends. I hesitate to call them that. Matt Norman Matwell. I don't know what that comic's name is. No apologies to him. I don't give a shit. Mark Normand. Sean Gilly. I think the S is silent. Shane Gilly. Mark Normand. You pronounce the D on that one. And Ari Shaffir. Oh, I like Ari. Me and Ari used to be friends. He wanted to do mushrooms in Boston. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But Joe Rogan needs his friends to be like, hey, man, you know how you've been doing that like Fed-coded CIA shit where you got a handler now and, you know, Peter Thiel's like pulling the strings on you. You should loosen up, bro. You should loosen up. You know how Joe Rogan said to Theo Vaughn, like, hey, man, you should get off those SSRIs and the antidepressants. You should come hang out with me and Peter Thiel for a little bit. You relax. Well, Shane Gilly, I think the S is silent in that. Mark Normand, I know the D is pronounced in that. And Ari Shaffir loosened Joe right the fuck up. They were like, hey, Joe, did you pay attention to all this stuff going on? All right, it's like crazy, bro. And it turns out Joe Rogan's gone woke. Oh my God. Here's the definition if you don't know. Aware of and actively attentive to important societal facts and issues, especially issues of racial and social injustice. Whew. Write that down in your notes. You're going to need that for later when I define Joe Rogan going woke. I only tried to find the best pictures of Joe because I wanted to do him justice, because we all know multi-hundred millionaires are very sensitive little boys. So I found the very best photos of Joe Rogan. This one looking like a stud, man. What are those, Converse on the beach? You wear sneakers on the beach, Joe? Okay. I was going to comment on how short your torso was, but I can't because you have sneakers on the beach? Joe, you couldn't find some like Armani goat skin fucking, slips or something? They don't have like translucent sneakers or something, you know what I mean? Like, bro, where you shop, I'm sure he's paying. I'm sure those sneakers cost $1,600 to, I'd say, $3,000. Okay, easily. A bathing suit, I know it looks like a Walmart design, but he probably paid $99 for that. Okay, but Joe Rogan, sneakers on the sand, Joe, do you also wear socks with your flip-flops? Are you embarrassed of your feet? Is that what it is? Are they very teeny? Are they very teeny feet, Joe? Joe and the Rogan. You have the mini feet. Tell me if you have the mini feet, and then we not make fun of you no more. We make fun of the baby torso. Look at that. Oh, it's a funny little torso. It's so small and squishy. I love it. Oh, ba 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 ba. This is Joe Rogan with the other cultural war general, Bill Maher. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maher. Maher. You know Bill Maher from his movie Religulous, where he went to the Midwest, the people who clearly don't read, and bullied them. That was his whole movie. He's like, oh, what are you, stupid? You believe in God? Oh, look at me. I'm a coastal elite. Hey, hey, hey. I think that was like the Cliff Notes version of it. And here's Joe Rogan jumping from his $50 million yacht off the bouncy thing onto the slide. And right here you can hear, if you listen closely to the photo, you can hear him saying, Peter Thiel, look at me. Look at me, I'm a big guy. Okay, so we're going to do some Joe Rogan audio in a little bit. That's a very confusing look, Joe. For $200 million, you should know a little bit more. See, that's what $200 million buys you, folks. Time. Time to read. That's it. That's all that money does. Well, healthcare and, stable housing and good food to eat. But, I'm besmirching my own point. Essentially, it grants you the gift of time where you can educate yourself. And then you become one of the wokes. One of the wokes. Joe Rogan has gone full woke. He's a woker. I didn't know I didn't know you could turn woke into woker. Hey, man, is Joe Rogan trying to be woker than me? Oh, that's how you use it. You don't call somebody a woker. Pretty sure that's a slur. Anyways. Joe Rogan is not the wokest, but he is getting woker than I am. Let's just dive right into it. By the way, Carolyn Levitt quit. Ironically or not ironically, the day after Donald Trump was like, yeah, I left them dumb bitches in the decoy plane. They are not valuable to me. I was out of there. I jumped in the taco truck and they put me in the safe plane. And she just had a baby with, I think, how old is that guy? Like 605? Her husband's like 6,000 years old. He was like a vampire or some shit. He's like way, way older than probably her dad. And she just had a baby with him, probably an anchor baby, a money anchor baby. That's a different kind of anchor baby. I know Magatha knows like the anchor babies in America, which is like Donald Trump's kids, because his wife, whatever. There's money anchor babies, where she anchored herself right into that fucking jackpot of an old ball sack he is. And Carolyn Levitt just had that baby. She just pooped one of those things out. And despite what you think, turns out she does value kids, because we've heard her say a million times. What does she say about the Epstein files? We're moving on from that, right? Isn't that your thing?
Many of you, when you read that alleged FBI report, probably thought to yourself, wow, this really cracks our narrative that we've been trying to push about this president for many years. So we're moving on from that.
We're moving on from that, from the Epstein files. So, you hear a dumb bitch say something like that, and you're like, oh, she don't care about kids. Turns out she has a few. And it turns out, as soon as she was on that decoy plane, like the moment she found out, Carolyn Levitt was like, Trump did what? I have a baby. I have a baby and a rich husband. I want to go home. She quit. She jumped the fuck out of that gig. And let me just ask you at home, being like, oh, she quit. Yeah, I actually agree with her decision. I don't agree with the reason she made the decision. I think she should have quit when she was defending him from the Epstein files. She should have looked at her pregnant belly or any of her babies and been like, ugh, God, I know what's in them, and I would never wish that upon you. This guy's a criminal. She should have done something like that. And like, I quit. I can't defend this bunch. No one can. God couldn't defend these people. She didn't quit then. It was only when her own ass was in jeopardy. When her own ass was left on the decoy plane, was she like, oh shit, I didn't have sex with that 800-year-old for nothing. I quit this fucking job, Take this job and shove it, boom, boom, boom. I'm going home to my rich husband. Ba-da-da-da-da, don't have to suck him off no more, 'cause I had his kid. I would imagine that was the walk she did when she left her job. You know, singing that, whistling Dixie. Old Dixie, if you get what I'm saying. Old Dixie. Anyways, stop messing around, guys. We got to get to some news. I'm just hitting you with the truth. Hitting you with some truth. Carolyn Levitt quit her job the second she found out she was disposable income, left for dead. Donald Trump said, "See you, bitches. I do not give a fuck about you. You are the decoy. Oh, I ran. Look, I'm on that plane. I'm on that plane." You know? And Carolyn was like, "Oh, shit. Is that how I want to go? Well, I want to go as a lying, pathetic, dumb, fascist regime mouthpiece who stuck up for the Epstein file? Or do I want a chance at living this rich life off my husband for a little bit? Yeah, I'd probably rather do that." And she pieced the fuck out. "Your beard looks dope, bro. Stop envying me. This is one of the 7 deadly sins. Don't envy, man. I'll tell you what, do your own research. Grow your own beard. Okay? I'm sure Tim Dillon or Joe Rogan have a beard supplement that you could slather on your face. It's probably just petroleum oil, but they'll sell you anything. They don't give a shit. This is the meme coin crowd. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm sorry. Joe Rogan's gone woke. Joe Rogan has gone woke. This is a happy day, folks. I know you look at this stud. I know you look at him and first thing you think is, shoes on the beach, Joe? Shoes on the fucking beach, Joe? How is nobody screaming at this? Take your shoes off. What do you think, you're in a house? Take those off. God damn it. God damn it. Bad millionaire, but bad 100 millionaire. Ugh. I know you're looking at this and you're going, this is the epitome alpha male. 4'8", fucking supreme bot, tiny torso. You know, that's how we evolved, to have a smaller torso, conserve the heat. And you think this is the MAGA one piece right here. That's what it is, the MAGA one piece. I know you're looking at this and you're going, these are the MAGA ambiguously gay duo twins of power. I know that's what you're saying. Why is he always wearing these fucking shorts everywhere? Jesus Christ, Joe. Jesus Christ, Joe, do you have other clothes? Like, dude. Is that a gay dog whistle? Is that a gay dog whistle in your pocket, or you just happen to see Bill Maher? Anyways, us leftists accept that stuff, so it's just a joke. Stop being sensitive. Fuck your feelings. I know you see this man, and you think this is the ambiguously MAGA duo, you know? Just 69 spinning around the countries telling everybody, oh man, Donald Trump's not that bad, you should have supper with him. You too should have supper with the fascist king. You too should have supper. We had a wonderful piece of chicken, 1 tortilla, 1 piece of broccoli, and a fabulous special something after. But no, he's gone woke. I fucking hate to break this to you guys, and I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna play it for you right now. So everybody hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I bring you breaking news. Give it to me, Fox News anchor lady who goes nameless.
Some breaking news for you.
We do have breaking news for you. I'm not going to let you talk about Carolyn Levitt right now. The breaking news is Joe Rogan uploads podcast 3 hours ago, and the woke mind virus has him. Woke mind virus. You don't believe me? Okay. I know you think this is a leftist diving off of a yacht onto a slippity, bubbly, inflatable slide, screaming, "Peter Thiel, look, watch me slide." That's not. That was MAGA Rogan. Toe Rogan, whatever his name is, I don't know. Polio Rogan, whatever he's advocating for, you know? This was old, give me the suppository ivermectin Rogan. You know him from his famous, can't sauna cure everything? Doesn't sauna kill COVID? It was a real question he asked the scientist. You know, can't my hot sauna just beat that virus up? Can you make that a thing? Can science do that yet? You know, I don't know. Fill it with bleach, Joe. Try that. That's what the president said, you know. Fill your sauna with bleach and let's see if that does anything. I don't fucking know. Jeez. Who's a scientist? Fauci? Arrest that man. You know, we're doing science our own way now. We're going back to knuckle dragging and refiguring out the wheel. But yeah, Joe Rogan's gone full-blown woke. Oh, I don't know how much time he has, but he is full-blown wokes. He has the full-blown woke Oh, guys, this is not looking good for my Peter Thiel man. You know, this is Peter Thiel's man right here. He's gonna get a spanking after this show. I'll tell you what. Peter Thiel's gonna come right down because you know Peter Thiel loves to spank men. Peter Thiel's gonna come right down and go, Joe, get over the knee. Come on, bare bottom too. None of this over the jean shit. So here he is. Joe Rogan's woke.
Problem that a lot of young people are having right now, and a lot of people that agree with what Luigi did and they celebrated it, is because everyone knows that the system is rigged.
What the fuck did he just say? Everybody knows the system is rigged. Is Joe Rogan aware and actively attentive to important societal facts and issues? He's fucking woke. Disappointing to Peter Thiel, Joe. They paid you a lot of money to not be woke. A lot of money to ignore important societal issues and usher in the age of do your own research. And bro, take my alpha brain pills. You'll remember everything. And bro, don't trust them doctors, but I got a great veterinarian that will give you some medical advice. He ushered in this day and age of question everything. Just don't question me. Just don't question me and where my money funding comes from. Because it's not Peter Thiel, who's a huge investor in Spotify, who then placed me in my position of power. So then I could interview Peter Thiel and all of his friends, the Epstein class, and, propagandize that and just ease the gullet of the general public so we could just make that sugar go right down their throats. Do not question that, but I question everything else. So there's the definition, if you thought I was making this up, and there's Joe Rogan being woke.
And no one is doing anything to change it.
Oh.
And this is what...
Turns out you are now, Joe. Thanks for bringing attention to this matter. Let's hear that again. No one's doing anything? Joe, you don't give yourself enough credit, man.
No one is doing anything to change it.
Joe, you are. By bringing attention to this societal issue, I'd say you're our woke queen.
And this is what drives people fucking crazy. If you get health insurance and their whole...
Notice how he said if. If you get health insurance. In America, it's a big if. In America, it's not when you get health insurance. It's if you get it. If. He's not even considering the people that don't get it, Because there's a big contingent of Americans. You even said thank you to Donald Trump. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That are kicked off their health care, can't afford their premiums anymore. So, Joe, you're correct when you say if you get health insurance. Here in America, it's not a right. You can have the right to die and then the right to not afford your own funeral.
And their whole business model is to deny as many claims as possible, even if they know that your claims are justified, because they want to make money. So they're really in the making money business.
Oh, really, Joe? He's blowing the lid off this whole fucking capitalist thing. Holy shit. Continue.
And they're pretending they're in the we're going to take care of you and give you insurance bit.
Well, they're not pretending. They're insurance companies. They're not doctors. They're not hospitals. They're not caretakers. They're insurers, Joe. They're not pretending anything. I say this all the time. I say, tell me what the insurance companies provide. Tell me. United Health, Aetna, Red Cross, tell me what they provide besides a waste of paperwork for you and maybe a denial letter, probably written by AI. Tell me what they're in the business of. Tell me what product they give you besides gatekeeping. Oh, wait. Tell me what they provide. JD, this is Joe Rogan that's talking. What? Who's JD? J Dizzle. CNN talking points. What a bitch. Yeah, this coming from Joe Rogan and all your MAGA friends. Shane Gilly. What's his name? Mark Normand. You have to pronounce the D, because he is a little one. And Ari Shafir. Love you, Ari. Give me a call, buddy. Give me a call. I got your psilocybin for you. What's up, Johnny Harad? Have you hit subscribe? That's how I'm doing today. You know how I'm doing today? Hit subscribe. Don't slack on this. YouTube was never going to show you this video again because I'm calling it like it is. You want the truth? It's a hard, cold truth, hard, warm truth. Joe Rogan's woke. I even went to Merriam-Webster's. Old Webster's Dictionary. I even went there to just prove to you that I'm not like exaggerating when I say Joe Rogan's woke. He is aware of and actively attentive on his podcast about important societal facts and issues. Oh my God, he's woke as fuck. He's the wokest one in the land. I'm using a different tense of it. He's a woker. I think he would be woker than I, but he's not. He's still a little dummy. You know, he's still a little dummy. He's not the smart guy in the room. He's just woke. Hey, listen, if you listen to me. If you think I'm calling him smart, you slap your own mouth. I didn't call him smart. I called him woke. Big difference. You could be a woke dummy. Just listen.
As possible, even if they know that your claims are justified, because they want to make money. So they're really in the making money business, and they're
brilliant. I love a guy who has hundreds of $millions finally being like, oh shit. Now listen, I don't have to deal with any of this, but I think the insurance companies are just in the making money business. Well, that can't be good for healthcare. Whew! We got to get on this. All right, continue, Joe. You, Ari Shafir, Mark Normand, and Shane Gilly, is that how you pronounce it? I think that's how you pronounce it, are going to be the 4 queer Avengers, right? Is that what you guys are? What, you guys hold each other's dicks while you do this? Jesus. I can't believe this is like a popular show. This is like your older brother's really like stoner friends, like still hanging out in their mom's basement being like, oh man, we solved society last night. We were so fucked up. We should have wrote it down. You know, this is what it is. It's like it's the fucking guys who everyone's like, oh man, I hate when they come pick you up from school, dude. They're always hitting on our girlfriends. Like, this is that crew, except for Ari Shafir. Ari, I love you, buddy. I know you're cool. You're a little out there though too.
Pretending they're in the we're going to take care of you and give you insurance business.
Yes.
So they're not really in that business.
Yes.
They're in the business of making the most amount of money. If they can fuck 10% of the people over or 20% of the people over, that
or 100% of the people. Joe, it's not just 10 to 20%, buddy.
that's 20% more money. And that's how they look at it, and that drives everyone nuts, and rightly so.
And rightly so. Joe Rogan's woke AF. He's the wokest woke-tard there is. This guy's a fucking liberal, man. God damn, Joe. Never thought you'd take that left turn.
If they don't fucking correct that, people don't have a whole lot of options.
What he said, you like Luigi. Me too.
I agree.
As to how to lash out and how to get back.
There are no options, Joe. You get a denial letter and you die. Or you try to, I don't know, crowdfund your fucking cancers. You know, like, dude, what is he talking? Like, this is what I mean. Like, people with this much money should not fucking talk about this shit. Because there are options, Joe. It's die, starve yourself and ration your medication, crowdfund. Like, Joe, go on whatever the big crowdfundings are, and just pick one of them. They're all fucking medical bills. They're all like, goddamn, caught the cancer. Looks like I gotta sell my house. Shit, you know, like everything's like that. I'm like, I slipped at work, and work says go fuck yourself. So now I gotta crowdfund it on my own. That's everything. Those people should be talking about this because, Joe, there are options, and they're all horrible. They're all like a torture wheel of sadist fucking capitalist fucking absolute boondogglery or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's horrific, you know? Or you just go without insurance, like so many people love to brag to me. Yeah, I just went without insurance from 67. And it's like, yeah, you're not telling us you're fucking sitting in a bed the size of a piano with 2 legs cut off because you get fucking diabetes and couldn't afford the insulin. Shut your mouth.
And especially if, like, let's say it's your wife. Let's say your wife gets injured or gets...
What is this, an Aflac ad? Let's say you get injured on the job, but you can't pay for it, Aflac.
It's a disease or something, and they can treat her, and they deny the claim. I mean,
No, Joe, this is happening. I showed you guys the tweet where the guy posted the denial letter from his insurance, and he said, "This is the denial letter from my wife's cancer screening stuff." And he goes, "I just got it today. My wife died of cancer 8 months ago." Joe, you don't have to. This is what I mean. He's such a fucking dummy. He just doesn't care, and he's trying to play like, "Hey, look at me. I'm woke, guys. Please stop shitting on me in the comments." Like, I'm sure that this is all this is. He's like, boys, us bro Avengers need to reunite. Ari, put your fist in. Mark, Shane Gilly, everybody, arms in on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, propaganda. You know, he's like, these people in the comments are butchering me, man. You guys got to come and make me look cool again.
Maybe she needs a surgery, some crazy surgery, and they deny the claim, and it bankrupts you, and she dies. You want them.
Is it horrible? Why did you vote for Don? Why did you, like, what the fuck are you talking? Is that horrible? I thought, like, you guys had concepts of a healthcare plan that was not fucking universal, not guaranteeing people the right to healthcare.
Murder somebody, and it makes sense because you're paying for this fucking insurance
your whole life, Joe. We're paying for it. You don't pay for shit. You have a doctor wing in your house. We're a fucking on-call oncologist, or I don't know what you have, you know, some veterinarian. He's like, "Listen, I got these horses I got to take care of, but I'll make it over right after, man. I gotta take care of these horses, dude." You know, Joe's like, "Just quick, hurry. I got a scratch." And it's like, dude, this is happening all the fucking time. All the time. I got close friends of mine deal with this shit. And this makes me want to Hulk smash.
All this time thinking that you're insured if something goes wrong. That's the whole reason why you give them money. You don't give them money.
That's right, Joe. You don't give them money so they can tell you no to the shit they're gatekeeping. They're a fucking needless fucking system. Abolish the whole thing and put them all in prison for profiting off the deaths of Americans.
Money for freebies. Yeah. It's not for no reason.
Yeah, Joe. Thank God Joe Rogan's woke. If you don't know what Joe Rogan looks like, this is woke as fuck, man. Shoes on the beach, I'd say that's pretty woke. And if you don't know the definition of woke, because you're a magatard, here it is. Oh, I'm sorry, MAGA can't read. Aware and actively attentive to important societal facts and issues. If that's not the definition of what Joe Rogan's doing right now, I don't know what is. He's like, "This is a pressing issue. People are dying and getting denied their health insurance. And this is the biggest podcast in the world. I am mainstream media. Me, Joe Rogan." He's woke as fuck.
It's not because you like them. You want United Healthcare to have a yacht. Yeah.
You don't? Oh, we don't? Wait, did he just say yacht? There's a yacht. So what'd you say, Joe? I'm sorry, I missed that last part. I was zoning out, man.
It's not because you like them. You want United Healthcare to have a yacht. Yeah.
Who is United Health? Do you just mean like one yacht for the whole company? Or do you mean Brian Johnson? Rest in piss, asshole. That guy to have a yacht. He should have specified so I can comment on the comments. You know what I mean? And if you think that was bad, guys, it gets worse. Welcome. I'm Rob. Hit subscribe. I bring you all the wokest news ever. I'm a commentary channel, and today Joe Rogan he went off the woke meter. You know, Elon Musk is going to hear about this and diagnose him with the woke mind virus. I don't know how long Joe has once you're diagnosed with woke. I think Magic Johnson's lived a long time, though. Is that the same thing? I don't know. I think they got medications for it, like Ritalin or something. I don't know what you take when you're woke, but Joe is woke as fuck, man. Ready?
His Truth Social feeds to people, and then they can bet on.
What?
I love this. Joe Rogan hadn't heard. Joe Rogan. This is Joe Rogan. This is him. You guys see him? Okay. Got to identify him. I won't throw any pop quizzes, but if you can't identify this is Joe Rogan, you know what? I'll give you a better picture. This is Joe Rogan. This is Joe Rogan. Woke as fuck. Shoes on the beach. I don't know what that is, man. That's a very white guy thing. But Joe, who's in the business of media? Oh, I hate to say that. Because when you're in the media business, you should, you know, and you comment on things and you interview the president, you should probably know what the fuck's going on in the world. And if you didn't hear this clip, this is an old story. This is like 1 or 2 weeks old, where Donald Trump is selling access to his tweets, so when he moves the markets, people have first come, first serve on fucking market manipulation. Like, this is the president saying, like, hey, when I say Dell's good time to buy, do you want first come, first serve on that shit? Because when they sell, man, you're gonna lose some money. $100,000 a month. And Joe Rogan, what, just missed this story? I'm sorry, the biggest media personality of the world, just this one skipped his fucking feed? Come on, dude.
Is he selling his Truth Social tweets to people and then they can bet on it?
What?
I think.
What? What? I didn't hear about that. Donald didn't text me that one. What? Maybe Joe was on his yacht and he couldn't fucking get service. What? I love that. Joe. This is why you didn't have an acting career. Because you're disingenuous.
Yeah,
You bet on
he's
anything
selling access.
Selling access.
He's selling.
I love how everybody in the room, Mark Normand, you have to pronounce a D at the end of his name. Shane Gilly, you don't pronounce the S. Everybody's been doing it wrong. And Ari Shafir. All of them are like, yeah, dude, I don't know, this has been everywhere. It's like the most corrupt thing ever. They're like, really, Joe? You didn't hear about this at all? And he's like, what? No! Whoa, dude! I loved it. I fucking love this. Everybody's like, yeah, Joe, come on. Like, oh, the biggest podcast guy, like, didn't catch wind of that? Oh, okay.
He's selling access.
Selling access.
I love how he looks like a gorilla in a cage right now. He looks like a fucking silverback with a bunch of kids banging on the windows. He's just like, what? I don't think we're supposed to talk about this one, guys. I think Peter Palantir is going to be very angry at me today.
He's selling faster access to his tweets, and then you can bet on it.
Bet on what is
On the markets. Because
Wait a minute.
it's literally.
Oh, God, Joe. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound like Donald at all.
Literally insider trading.
It's Kashi. That you
Maybe
can bet
I'm
on
wrong.
everything you can fix.
Yeah.
Wait a
You
minute.
fix your
Is
own
that
bets.
real? You get
Wait a minute, is that real? Joe's like, that's not the Donald I know. No, Donald, like, caring about money over shit? Nah, he wouldn't. You mean the guy who's like, great time to buy on tariff day? You know, before it removed all the tariffs and everybody made billion, and then he's on video with like these corporate overlords where he's like, this guy made $900 billion, this guy made $1 trillion. I'm your man. You know, no, Joe, that's gotta be fake. That's fake news, you libtards.
Because
Wait a minute.
it's literally insider trading.
It's Kashi. That you
Maybe
can
I'm-
bet.
Dude, this is the best thing because it's like his friends are clearly not normal people, but they're more normal than Joe. You know, this is like this is Joe Rogan's whole pitch. He's like, hey, just a bunch of guys sitting around a table. We're just normal like you. And it's like, no, you're not. You fucking go on vacation with Peter Thiel. Shut up. You know, none of us are having supper at Peter Thiel's house where he's like, the Antichrist is coming. That's why I'm building the AI bots to fight him. You know, like nobody's doing that, Joe. Nobody has 8 days a week to fucking learn shit. And you're like, wait a minute, the president's doing what? Are you sure? And all of his fucking normal guy friends are like, yeah, you fucking dummy. Why do you think they made Polymarket, Kalashi legal? Why do you think they removed any crypto investigations? They're like, this is his MO. This is like his thing. He's like, what, untraceable money that could be fucking siphoned from people? Okay, I'm in. Explain no more.
Bet on everything you can fix.
Yeah.
Wait a
You
minute.
fix your
Is
own
that
bets.
real? You get access to a tweet before he makes it, and then you get bet on that tweet? How's that legal?
It's not, Joe. Just like most of the things he's done, Joe. It's not. Just like the tariffs weren't legal. That's why they had to reverse those, or you just gave refunds to all the corporate. Like, Joe, come on, man. You can't be this stupid with this big of an audience, you know? Like, it's almost, at that point, it's like malpractice. This is podcast malpractice. Remember when Dr. Oz, I just want to talk to you for a second. Let's put this picture up. Remember when Dr. Oz was in the White House and he said women are underbabied? And in real time, I looked that up. I was like, I know he claims to be a doctor, but there's just no way that's a fucking word. And it turns out he made that word up. There's no underbabied. I mean, if we start using it, you know, the language evolves, and I'm sure underbabied could be a thing. It'd be a funny diss. You know, you're at a party and you know, a friend who's like 45, who's like, I'm thinking about kids, and be like, you're underbabied, bitch. You know, like that's kind of funny context. But from the White House, the Dr. Oz, who goddamn, no. But this motherfucker.
That tweet, how's that legal? Wait a minute, what is this? Trump sued over Truth Social advance access sale.
But this motherfucker, man. It's unreal. To watch this dude in real time be this fucking podcast malpractice. I think that's what we have to call this. I'm gonna make, this is a new term I'm defining, just like I gave you instead of mansplaining, mansers. We want mansers. No more of this Donald Trump saying, quiet piggy, you're not nice, not real. Just give us the mansers, right? I gave you that word. Take it, use it. You see somebody flip-flopping or playing politics with their answer, you say, I want a manser now. Tell me what a man is. Someone who gives you a manser. Women could even do that, you know? I don't give a fuck, everything's fluid. But this right here, you see him, Joe Rogan, he wears shoes on the beach. That's how you spot him. You're like, oh, there he is. Oh, fucking weirdo. Take your shoes off, weirdo. And you should harass him for that. You know, he's got opinions. Let's not harass him for that. But shoes on the beach, fucking harass him. You know, you see this man in Ibiza or some elite tropical fucking little St. James place or esque, you know, something like it. You harass him. You say, no shoes, no shirt, no service, or service. Yeah, it would be no shoes, no shirt, and then you get service because it's a beach. We'll work out the signs later. But I got to create a word for this. I have to create a word for it. It's going to be podcast malpractice. This is a large group of dodo-esque male minds that are, you know, still loosely forming neural connections. They have not ripened in their skull. Some of them maybe still have soft spots at the age of 28. And these are vulnerable young minds that he's affecting, this shoed, beached individual. And I would say at some point in the future, if TV still exists, if just Larry Ellison and Barry Weiss own all the TV stations, there still will be law firms being like, did you listen to Joe Rogan in 2026? You might be entitled to a class action lawsuit we have against him, against podcast malpractice. You know, that's coming. That's coming. You watch your ass, Joe. You better do your due diligence, your journalistic integrity shit. Because now he's like, is that real? Let's look it up. And it's like, dude, you could have just taken your head out of your own butt and heard the story for yourself. I love how this isn't one of the stories where he was like, I think I heard, and Jamie's like, no, Joe. No, that was a fucking satirical bit on TikTok. Like, that happens all the time with Joe. Just like, the internet, it keeps tricking me, guys. What the fuck? I thought it wasn't supposed to trick the people on the internet, just like the dummies outside of it. You know, like, he's so stupid. But it's not one of those times where Joe's like, I kind of feel like this is true. I kind of feel like, yeah, kids are using litter boxes in school. And it's like, oh, God, Joe, it's not real. It's just your feelings. But this is a time where he's sitting in studio with Shane Gilly. I believe it's French. You don't pronounce the S. Mark Normand. I believe that's French and you pronounce the D. And Ari Shaffir. And they're all like, bro, this is dude, this is like an old story by now. Like, people are making killings off of paying him $100,000 a month. Actually, I've heard only like 100 people subscribe to it, but still, it's $1 million a month. And who knows the endless amounts of money they're gonna make, you know, with this fucking insider trading racket he's devised. But it's so crazy that Joe has 3 of his close associates, which suckle from his udder to help their careers, and he's like, nah, this can't. Jamie, look it up and find something that's disproving this.
I'm online in the Oval Office.
Who's telling him this is a good idea?
What do you mean, who's telling him? Dude, do you not know who you're like? This is one of the things where I'm like, I'm pretty sure no one had to be like, this is a good idea. They were just like, hey man, we could like, you know how you keep tweeting like insider shit? We could just charge people access to early access of that. And he was like, do it. You know, like this is like telling him it's a good idea. He's like, there's no laws anymore. No one can stop me. I own ICE. They're my little Epstein army. Like, Joe, you know that.
I feel like I need to be closer to him.
$100,000 contract.
Joe said, I feel like I need to be closer to him. Oh, Joe. The one woke-tard hero, Joe Rogan, who's like, if I could just get a little closer to this man, I'll text him, we'll do an ibogaine session, and I'll explain to him, like, bro, not cool, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Joe? You're on the take. You know what I mean? Joe, you forgot about the Epstein files. Joe, you fucking... Joe, you interviewed him and said you're politically homeless but voted for him. Like, Joe, what do you mean you're gonna get closer to him? You helped usher this age in.
Yeah, it's $100,000 you can get his early
Yo,
tweets.
you know how crazy that is? $100,000 to get early tweets.
Hey, bet $200.
That's literally
That must
crazy.
piss you off.
Is it literally crazy, Joe? Joe is woke as fuck, by the way. I can't believe it. There's the definition of woke, in case you thought, you know, it was something else. I don't know. People just use it for everything. God damn, dishwasher's gone woke on me. What? Huh?
So much when he tweets like,
Truth Social
"The guy
parent
from Twilight's a
company
bitch."
Trump Media announced in July it would offer subscribers to
In July. Fucking a month ago, dude.
the Truth API, who paid up to $100,000 each month. Oh my God! Not even.
Yeah, dude, this is what they were saying. Oh my God, I can't believe this guy. Like, you shouldn't listen. I try to eat at least cut. Well, whoa, kiss my pensic. ODPS, oxygen deprived podcast syndrome. There we go. Thank you for the $10 super chat. It was supported by viewers like Kiss My Pensic. Hey, Charlie, Kelly, Brian, good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. Smoke Blondie. Cheers. Jess kept calling me out every time I died in Fortnite last night. That's okay. I was out of my rhythm. Jess. That wasn't a normal thing. I'll stream live later on Twitch. You'll see how alpha I am in the Fortnites. God damn, that was embarrassing. That was pretty embarrassing. I'm glad they don't record those. Anyways. Skyjack Morgan's here. Skyjack Morgan. I never played Fortnite. Oh, dude, get on Twitch, play some Fortnite. You come, Skyjack, you be on my team if you've never played before. That would make me look awesome. Yeah, you come and be on my team. Yes, Skyjack. You never played before, you come be on my team. I look like a fucking sweat in there. Joe bless you too. You going live in 45 minutes? Awesome. I will probably be doing this in 45 minutes. I'll try to catch you after. I always try to go to your channel, Jess. People can back me up. I've gone to your channel while I'm live to see if you were live. I was going to stream it. Bathsheba, Dead by Daylight. I don't know what that is. But this is a cool name. Is that like what Donald Trump was doing to all the people at the decoy plane? You'll be dead by daylight. I'm out of here. I'm getting in my taco truck and I'm going to a different plane. Fuck you. I stream for 4 hours a day. That's not true. People will vote. Listen, people will vouch for me. You can now be an air traffic controller if you play Fortnite. Really? Oh, shit. I don't want to be an air... Do you know how stressful that job is? Oh, God. I watched like a Dateline or something on that shit. Like a 60 Minutes or Frontline. I watched like a Frontline on that. I was really getting into it. I was like, oof, damn, these people are fucking worked to death. That's not good that they're in charge of very important things. You know, you'd figure they'd have like a good, healthy work schedule, rotating fucking, you know, no. Those people are like, there's only 8 of us here. We're going to do 40,000 planes all day and they don't give us a day off. Oh my God. And like, I think they locked the door and you're like, these are the people doing the air traffic control? Holy shit. And they're like, yeah, it's really hard. You got to be like a Rubik's Cube master and all this fucking weird shit. It's like, oh my God. I don't think I'm ever flying again. Skyjack. Wait, Primal. I could be lying, but I've read that, I think. You know what? I'll Joe Rogan this one. I'll be like, hey, that sounds good. That sounds good. Hey, is it within my confirmation bias? It sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I'll pull a little Joe Rogan. Maybe this channel will blow up if I just start believing in random shit. You know, and stop trying to read the news and then search who owns the media and figure out whose perception and narrative are they selling you. It turns out 6 companies own everything. Fuck, we're fucked. And they're all owned by BlackRock. God damn it. God damn it. Anyways, that's why I'm here. You started tagging me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Skyjack, what did you say? Was watching Fortnite, so now I'm stressed. Listen, don't you worry. You just come in. You come into you can be my partner in Twitch. And as long as you suck, I'll look awesome. That's all I'm caring about. Did I say that out loud? Fuck. I'll help you. I'll help you. We need a couple noobs. Keep playing with these goddamn sweats. Anyways, that's Fortnite language. I learned it from the youth. We're owned by someone. At least our funds. Frontline, not Fortnite. Oh, whoops. Oh. Okay. Well, you should watch some Fortnite. That's fun too. Hold on. The FAA successfully hired over 2,000 video gamers to train as air traffic controllers. Oh no. Well, actually, that's a great job for them. You know, if they just pretend it's like Pong or whatever, and they're like just boop 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 boop. You know, they're used to sitting down. I couldn't do that shit. No way. All right, let's get back to Woke Rogan. That's his new name because he's woke as fuck. And if you don't think he's woke, like, what do you think this picture is? What do you think this picture? You're telling me this is the party of traditional family values? This guy's dressing like he just got out of like he's selling shit at a flea market. Look at that. Like, that's the funniest thing about rich people. Like, dude, if I had access to fucking, I'm wearing clothes from fucking 98. You know what I mean? Like, I got some clothes that are No Fear brand. Good luck finding those. Good luck. I don't even think No Fear fucking exists anymore, you know? Do you even remember the Chess King? Do you? No, you don't. Look it up. It used to be in malls. Do you remember malls? Anyways. Hip Zeppy? Oh my god, I can't believe that word just came to my fucking brain. Anyways. These people have access to like all the money, right? The greatest shopping. They could fly to Milan tonight and buy whatever fucking stupid shoes they want. And this is how they're dressed. Like, dude, guys, we get it. What is that, a Def Leppard t-shirt or a Darth Vader t-shirt? I can't even figure it out. And he's like, I like the Rolling Stones. Go on eBay, Joe, and buy an old concert t-shirt and prove that you weren't there, you know? Like a fucking respectable half fan. Anyways, who's Woke Jogan?
Even just $100,000 a year each
Patreon.
month
He's raking it
for
in.
early access to market-moving posts from Trump and other people who use the platform.
Market move.
This is the, yeah, Ari, thank you. Market move. This is the craziest thing that is being reported in the news. Like the news, the article that's up on Woke Jogan's screen right now. Let's get a better picture of him. Ah, I love that. Look at those shoes on the beach. Woo. And I love how he's wearing socks here, but not here. You know what I mean? Like here, but not here. This guy is, woo, what an enigma. Wait a minute, Joe. I feel like maybe I just made that word up. I don't know if we've ever heard the word enigma before.
Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? And Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you.
Oh, that's the poem that Donald Trump wrote to Jeff Epstein that Joe Rogan was reading. That's why I've heard the word enigma. I thought so. But what an enigma this guy is. You know what I mean? What an enigma. But this is the craziest thing about this. Like, Joe, this is what you should be pointing out, not Ari Shaffir. Give over the host role to Ari. I believe this should be the Ari Shaffir experience, or whatever you call this. Ari Shaffir all day, fight at night, or whatever, you know, the intro. I love that intro. Why don't you just train at night, then listen to Joe? It's so rock and roll, you know? So rock and roll. Fucking awesome. I'm glad he's on the woke team now. Suck it, MAGA. But that they say market-moving posts. Trump's social media parent company, Trump Media, announced in July that it will offer subscribers to Truth API who pay $100,000 each month early access to market-moving posts from Trump and other people who use the platform. They're reporting on corruption in broad daylight. They're just like, hey, the president, now if you got $100,000, the president will, like, you know, he'll tweet some shit that's going to move the markets and you can bet first on it. Welcome to America. Land of the rich. Suck it, poor people. That's in the fucking news. That should horrify all of you. And MAGA, if you're like, oh, it doesn't horrify me, this is a smart businessman. Just wait until Obama wins in 2028. And Obama's like, bitches, I'm doing stocks now, you know? Just wait. You'll be like, this should be illegal. Put him in prison. It's not good for anyone. Never mind Trump. This isn't like, this is public service. He works for us. And he's using the public service office. He's supposed to be our fucking servant. Our servant. That's all he is. That's all he's ever been. A servant to Daddy Fred Trump. Please, Daddy, give me a hug. Tell me I'm worth it. You know, that's Donald Trump's story. But instead, he got into power and he's like, how can I enrich myself? Like a goddamn mafioso. And Joe, the fact that you're not reading that and being like market moving posts, oh, they're reporting the corruption. They're reporting the insider trading. And Ari Shafir has to say it. Listen, Ari, God bless you.
Who use the platform.
Market
You
moving.
imagine you charge.
You hear Ari? Market moving. That's Ari's voice. Market moving. I love Ari. I love Ari. Used to have him in on. It's, I'll tell that story about Ari at a different time because we're talking about Woke Jogan or whatever the fuck his name is. Who gives a shit? You know, this guy's old news. Gone woke. Oh, go woke, go broke. Am I right? You think he'll go broke? Do you think because this Joe Rogan gone woke, he's attentive to important societal issues? Do you think this guy's gonna go broke? Does that still stay true? You know, have we figured this out? The age-old question: go woke, go broke. You can only hope. You know, I'd love to see Joe Rogan on the corner asking for change. Please, sir. No, go eat an elk.
1.2 million a year. He's just on a grab.
Oh, yeah.
It's called corruption, but a grab. Yeah. These rich guys, they're just on another grab, man. That's it. They just, you know, they're just trying to secure rent for next month. That's it. I love it. I love rich guys being like, oh, I love rich woke Rogan come as I got rich Donald Trump. He's just on a grab. Yeah, we've all been on one of them benders where we're like promoting a meme coin or some shit, right? We've all been there, guy. Hey, all right. Thank God Trump got rid of the investigations in the meme coins. Woo! All praise Logan Paul. Oh.
And to get that, it's just people who are like,
But who?
profit off that.
I just want to be in the meeting where they go, I got an idea.
Joe, here's the thing. You could just text him. Just say, hey, Donald, remember, it's Woke Rogan, the Ibogaine guy. I would like to be in the next meeting. And he'll give you a red hat. You come in. Here's the simple thing about being in a Donald Trump cabinet meeting. You just like, thank you, sir. My parents, or like when they had birthed me, they were like, this is going to be nothing compared to when we first see Donald Trump. You're the greatest thing ever. America's only better for you. Fuck Lincoln and Washington. They don't hold a candlestick to your dick, sir. And let's all have a moment of silence for how great he is. You know, like that's how you do a cabinet meeting. That's it. Go watch them. You don't believe me? Go watch them. They're even more fucking groveling. You know, they're like, can we just get a round of applause for the greatest birthday boy in the room? Like, it's a bunch of fucking trained monkeys. So, Joe, you have his number. You bragged about this. Don't be like, I wish I could be You're the only one in this fucking room, Joe. You're the only one. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but Joe, pay attention. Hey, what are you looking at? Somebody else wearing short shorts? You trying to compare length? Or you like, you don't short me in my studio. You don't think you come in a Joe Rogan studio and try to out short him. Oh no. Have you been to Catholic school when they take out the measuring rule and they're like, how far below the knee is this skirt? We're going to fucking write you up. Joe Rogan takes out the rule and he's like, how far above the knee are your shorts? I'm going to write you up. You'll never come back here trying to out short Joe Rogan. You don't do that. But I hate to be the one to break it to Joe Rogan. Woke Rogan. You've bragged about having his phone number. You could be in a meeting. Do it.
In the meeting, where they go, I got an idea.
And then we look at each other. It's like, should we tell them no?
They go, look, everyone hates us anyway.
$100,000. Fuck it. I bet it wasn't even Trump. It was probably some weasel who works in the administration. It's like, charge them $100,000 a month, and you post things, and they can move the market.
Yikes.
It's just another form of the same shit.
Yeah, Joe. And you know what? Donald Trump's just the victim here. It was probably some weasel. I love this. I love this groveling, subservient bitch being like, it probably wasn't even Donald. You know, that Truth API thing, 100 trim, it probably was like some weaselly dude came in and was like, hey, you got to do this, Donald, or I'll suck your soul through your butthole. You know, like, Joe, is that really what you're thinking? And Donald's like, oh, please don't. Donald, the guy who's like, try and stop me. I put bitches on a decoy plane, left, didn't even tell him. Told him, nope, try again, bitches. Iran, get that one. Donald Trump, who didn't go to his son's wedding. Don Jr., who married Epstein's personal accountant's daughter. I wonder how they met. That's a true story. Look it up. I wonder why that wasn't reported. Don Jr. marrying Epstein's accountant's daughter. Yeah, Donald Trump, who didn't go to his own son's wedding. I'm sure he was forced into this. I love Joe Rogan's theories. He's still a groveling, subservient bitch to Donald. You know? Like, just, dude, even if, let's say Joe Rogan's, this is Joe Rogan, by the way. What a hunk. Even if Joe Rogan's right, and it was some weasel who came in and was like, hey, you know what we could do, sir, with your Truth Social? For $100,000 a month, we could have early access to your tweets. He would still have to say yes. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. Joe's like, it's probably some weasel who came up with the idea. And then some bigger weasel, probably named Donald, who like okayed it. Yeah. Because notoriously, everyone in the administration has their own line of thinking and can disobey Donald. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh, God. Joe's new at being woke. Joe is new at being woke. And listen, I know this is going to upset MAGA. MAGA, I'm so sorry. I'm about to play some more Joe Rogan Experience, number 2539, Protect Our Park 17. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, where he has Shane Gilly, Mark Normand, you got to pronounce the D, and Ari Shaffir. They're comedians, writers, and podcasters. Whoa, the trifecta bros. Love it. I love it. What a talented group of guys, man. Fucking, and if you don't trust these people, who do you trust? You know what I mean? If you can't trust old Joe Rogan to tell you what's happening, what kind of world are we living in? So this might upset you, MAGA, because Joe Rogan's gone full woke. There's the definition. If you can't read, I'm kind of tired of reading this to you. And here's Joe Rogan on his $50 million yacht with the bouncy slide off the back, which I can only imagine he was screaming for Peter Thiel to look, watch what I can do right before this photo was taken. Here he is, Joe Rogan.
This
Everyone
is
in
the
the government's
thing.
doing that shit.
This government has done some shit that no government has ever done before. And one of them is the crypto stuff. The crypto.
Oh, I thought he was going to say the Epstein stuff. I thought he was going to say the Epstein stuff. But the crypto stuff, that is a new thing. Watch Voidzilla and CoffeeZilla. He talks all about this. Way smarter than I am. Coffee, what a guy.
Stuff's nuts. It's like Trump has made billions in crypto.
Yeah, it's
like,
a bad look.
Government's so fucking crooked.
I love Bark's like, yeah, that's a bad look. Oof, okay, that's a bad look. Yikes. And Joe just cruises over that comment. That's a bad look. Oh, well, bad look for who?
And then you got his sons, and his sons are involved in all these weird business deals.
Not weird, specific military industrial complex deals like the drones and the mining, very specific deals that involve taxpayer money going to them, which their dad can allot to their companies so they could get filthy rich off of our money. So it's not like weird, Joe. It's very, what would the word be? Calculated. Also, they have deals with World Liberty Financial, which is just a way for them to take foreign bribes, I think. I don't know. Is that on their website, World Liberty Financial? Hey, if you're a foreign monarch would like to bribe the U.S., buy some of our stable coins. I don't know. I haven't read the website. I'm just assuming that's what it says.
Where the business deals have to do with some things that Trump, and then the sons are involved in these businesses, and like there's a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a lot of money. I remember when everybody was mad at Hunter Biden. Remember that? Remember they were like, Hunter Biden once worked in Czechoslovakia. Fuck him. Remember that? Remember when they were like, Hunter Biden once held a job. And now the Trump sons are like, all right, we just got World Liberty Financial coming up. Man, we are launching a drone company. We are partnering with a mine in a devastated region. And we're building Palestine. It's going to be a Trump ocean front. And everybody's like, hurrah! Fucking magatards.
Flowing around that you could dig in and start arresting people. So if he...
Holy woke Joe. Did he just say start arresting people? Oh my God, he's calling for the Trumps to be...
Everyone keeps asking me how...
I don't... Listen, sweetheart. You don't need to learn how to do a podcast. Nobody's asking you that. And nobody wants AI to help you. So shut your fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up, okay? This is a stupid commercial.
Pandemic, got vaccinated, and had miscarriages. 5 different people.
Oh, whoops, hold on. Hold on, let's go back to whoops. Here we go.
You said it. Donald Trump reported more than 1.4 billion in crypto. Okay, so what's going to get him in trouble? So here's the question. The thing about the crypto is it's shady as fuck, but it's legal. This is
Everyone in
the
the government's
thing.
doing that.
Hold on. He goes, it's shady as fuck, but legal. Do you know why it's legal, Joe? Joe. Joe Rogan, very happy boy in his yacht in the Mediterranean, with I'm guessing with other billionaires. Joe is new at being woke, so you know he's a little dusty. He's not that polished yet. He's just kind of consuming the woke mind virus one neural network at a time. So he's kind of linking on to the fact that, okay, Donald Trump's doing a lot of crypto shit as president. That doesn't seem okay. But it's all legal. And he doesn't look into why it's kind of legal? Because Donald Trump. He got rid of the crypto investigations. He just said, you guys are fired. Your services are no longer needed. You don't believe it? You could go watch CoffeeZilla for a full, in-depth, detailed report on how fucking illegal this shit should be. And Donald Trump was like, nah, we don't. Are you guys the crypto investigation team? Yeah, we're not going to need your services anymore. We're doing some cool above board stuff over here where you guys can all go home. You're relieved of duty. So it's just adorable, and we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry. I'm playing so much of this Joe Rogan for you. So much, MAGA. Ugh, what's it feel like? You lost your #1 podcaster in the world to the woke mind virus. Wait until Elon hears about this. He's gonna misgender Joe.
This government has done some shit that no government has ever done before.
But it's all on the up and up, right? Right, Joe? Is that what you... Joe's whole point is like, this shit is bewildering. It seems very... shouldn't be doing it, but it's all legal. How did it get legal, Joe?
And one of them is the crypto stuff. The crypto stuff's nuts. Like, Trump has made billions in crypto.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Government's so fucking crooked.
And then you got his sons, and his sons are involved in all these weird business deals, where the business deals have to do with some things that Trump, and then the sons are involved in these businesses, and like there's a lot of money flowing around that you could dig in and start arresting people.
Oh my God, woke Joe Rogan calling for the arrest of the Trump family. Breaking news, Fox lady wearing a pink blazer. Could you give me a breaking news?
Some breaking news for you.
Breaking news, Joe Rogan has called for the Trump family to be arrested.
So if he pardons a bunch of people and gives them the same kind of deal that he gave Fauci, the Trump family would do that. Lakers sell Josh Kushner for but that's his brother.
Yeah, that's his brother. That's like 17 degrees from Kevin Bacon. One of the Kushners buy the Lakers. Come on, with the Disney guy. Come on, that's so far removed. My God, this Kushner's brother. He's not in the government. His brother is.
Jared Kushner's brother. He's not. Still. But that's just a guy who has money.
I love it. But that's just the guy. Well, look into Kushner's dad. He was a criminal. He spent time in jail.
Like part of
The guy was at the White House 2 weeks ago.
He was at the White House?
He gave Trump
Yeah, so was
He's like, oh, wait. He was at the... All right, my argument's falling apart a little bit here. But guys, ease up. I'm new at this being woke thing. God, what is this called? The Woke Rogan Show? Woke Rogan Experience. My God.
So was Shane. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem.
Let's stop bringing up that.
We got there early.
We were there together. We
They asked me to
prayed.
go in the VIP room. I said no.
You didn't? I went in there.
Fuck no. I knew
was
those
hanging out.
photos were gonna be taken.
What was in the champagne room?
Me and Nate Bargatze were in there.
I know.
Chilling.
I know.
Look how that turned out.
It was
Yeah, I
fine.
stood outside in the rain. I was like, I'm not getting my picture taken.
I took.
All right, this is kind of boring. Talking about taking pictures with each other in the VIP room. Now I see why people love this fucking experience. Wow, what was it like in the VIP room? Everyone taking pictures? Cool. Whoa, that person was there? Oh, cool. Cool, guys. Cool. Who did you take a picture with? Oh, you didn't go? You didn't want to take the pictures? Whoa.
Okay, so
no,
what's
those
getting them
were
in trouble?
crazy.
So here's the question. The thing about the crypto is it's shady as fuck, but it's legal.
Why is it legal, Joe? Jamie, can you look that up?
I don't know. Yep. I don't know if it should be. I don't.
They go, I think that was Mark Normand. He goes, really? And Joe's like, yeah, it's totally above board. Everything's legal here, guys. Please stop questioning my king. Please. This is the guy who'll get elected. Please do not question him anymore. Do not look into if he fired the crypto investigation people, if he fired anybody else. Please, guys. It's just legal. And we all know laws are morality. Laws, say it with me. Laws are morality. Like, Joe, fucking dodo.
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I don't understand crypto really. I've had a bunch of.
I love it. He's like, I don't understand any of this shit, but it's all legal. Everything you could do in crypto is totally above board. It's all legal. All legal. Donald Trump made it all legal. Why do you think Kalashi and Polymarket are legal right now? Look into it. No, seriously. Look into it. The Trumps. Look into it. Why do you think everything is a fucking booking, betting, online? Why do you think what's his name? Woke Rogan is like every 17 and a half minutes. He's like, hey, DraftKings, you want to bet on shit? Now DraftKings will let you bet on crypto. It's all legal. You know, it's like, dude, because they're all making money off of it. Whose money? Your money. Your money. They're taking your money. And you don't believe me? Just go read. Can you read? Oh, maybe that's why you're betting all your money. Shit. Can't read odds and stuff. Yeah, you should read about Polymarket and Kalashi. Like, it's a billionaire grift. And Donald Trump was like, yeah, no, this is all fine. Can I get a cut? Yeah, you're good. We'll legalize that. We'll get rid of any investigations. Yeah, that's right. We'll do it up nice. We'll be a golden age again.
People try to get me into
I don't
crypto.
understand one thing.
Did Hawk 2 get in trouble for this?
She did, but it wasn't her fault.
Didn't Hawk to it? Like, wasn't there some shit that, like, people got in trouble? No. That was a mistake. No, that wasn't her fault. It was the crypto snipers, man. Pew, 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 pew. Say people got Charlie Kirk. What are you talking about, Joe? If everything's legal, then why would anybody ever get in trouble? Why would Logan Paul have to fucking move to Puerto Rico and be like, I never did crypto zoo? What are you talking about? Fucking eggs. Get out of here.
Talk to that poor lady. She got roped into something.
Yeah, that poor lady. I love Joe Rogan. Earlier, we heard Joe Rogan say, hey, that $100,000 a month thing that Donald Trump is charging to his Truth API early access so people could get market-moving tweets. He was like, I didn't even think that was him. That was some fucking weasel. Listen, you don't believe me? Let's just go through a theme of Joe Rogan. I don't think that was him. I think that was like some fucking weasel. Some weasel.
I bet it wasn't even Trump. It was probably some weasel who
Yeah, listen, that scheme to get early access to Donald Trump, that was some weasel.
works in the administration. It's like we charge them $100,000 a month, and you post things, and they can move the market.
And Joe, how would that work? Why would the weasel ask him if Donald Trump had nothing to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, walk your whole point out. Some weasel maybe says to another weasel, like, hey, you want to do this grift? And the other weasel would have to okay it. You know what I mean? Like, this is so fucking stupid. And this is on a podcast that, like, people are like, oh, man, I got to listen in and see if his Dr. Joe Rogan's horse veterinarian has any other medical advice for me, because I'm done trusting the human doctors. This is fucking insane.
Ooh, I just want to be in the meeting.
No, you don't.
Where they go,
No, you don't, because you could text him, Joe. You could text him. You've bragged about texting him. You were in the Ibogaine meeting. Like, you don't. Stop pretending, Joe. Get to how it wasn't Donald Trump's fault. I love this. It wasn't Donald Trump's fault. It was some fucking weasel.
I got an idea.
And everyone looks at each other and is like, should we tell them no?
They go, look, everyone hates us anyway.
$100,000.
Fuck it.
I bet it wasn't even Trump. It was probably some weasel.
It was probably just some weasel. And then what does Joe Rogan say? Like, fucking, hold on, what time am I at? I gotta just do a little doodle loop. Where he goes, it wasn't even Hawk Tua's fault. I love how these people, their names on the fucking meme coin, their name is, it's their social media thing, and Joe Rogan is the least accountable person in the room. He's like, Donald, that's not your fault that you're charging money to market moving tweets that you're doing. Oh, man, poor guy. What a victim. Some weasel probably, like, roped you into that shit. Same with Hawk 2. Like, really, you're telling me Hawk 2 is totally innocent? She was like, yeah, use my name, my likeness, go ahead, launch that shit, let's make a ton of money, you're good. And she just, oh man, poor girl, right? Poor Hawk 2.
Understand crypto? Really? I've had a bunch of people try to get me into
I
crypto.
understand one thing.
Did Hawk 2 get in trouble for this?
She did, but it wasn't her fault.
It wasn't her. Guys, you gotta understand, man. It's not Donald Trump's fault. It's not Hawk 2's fault. God, nobody gets it. This is fucking pathetic.
Talk to that poor lady. She got roped into something in a pump and dump, and she's not sophisticated.
Rope her and pump that.
Oh, did he just say she's not sophisticated? Joe, you don't have to insult the fucking Hawk to a girl. I think her name says she's not sophisticated. I would argue if you're calling her Hawk to a girl, you don't have to say she's not sophisticated. That's implied, Joe. That's implied. But I also love how he's like, she was roped in. They like held her at gunpoint or some shit, and they were like, you're gonna do this. Yeah, Joe. It's all these really wealthy people who stumbled into their wealth. Donald Trump, he just had the sperm lottery. His dad birthed him out his butt or whatever, and Donald got $1 billion empire that he got to piss away until he became president. And then Hawk Tuah, who just like made the crudest comment on the street, and all the MAGA bros were like, hey, we're about family dynamics and traditions, but that girl, whoa, let's listen to her podcast and buy her pump and dump, And then people got mad, people were like, hey, I trusted Hawk Tuah. Really, you trusted a girl named Hawk Tuah? Holy shit, you were dumber than you look. But I love Joe Rogan. 5-star Michelin rating for this podcast. Can I do that? No, they only have likes. Oh. Only 8,000 likes, Joe. Ew. How many likes do I have? 48 likes. What are you guys doing? Lazy on the likes? God. I'll sit here in silence, you bunch of jerks. You could hit it a couple more times to make me feel like Joe Rogan right now. Hit that like button if you want to hear Joe Rogan excuse rich, wealthy people from their crypto scams. Okay? Hit that fucking like button. Because Joe Rogan said, not Donald Trump's fault. No, it was some weasel. It was a weasel. A weasel got into his office and said, hey, you're going to do this, man. And then Hawk Tuah, not her fault. No way. No, Hawk Tuah is an innocent angel, says her name. She's just an unsophisticated lady, got roped into a pump and dump, says Joe Rogan. This is Joe Rogan on his $50 million yacht, by the way, which he has a bouncy slide off the back. What an adorable woke man. Woke Rogan. I love him. He's woke as fuck now. We're listening to the latest Joe Rogan Experience, released a few hours ago, and this guy has gone full-blown woke mind virus. He's been diagnosed woke. Oh, shit.
Spit on it.
She's a young lady, and I guarantee you, by hearing her talking about spitting on cocks, she hasn't spent a lot of time in economics class.
Joe, disrespectful. That's not woke of you, But what do you say for Donald Trump then? He's an old man and probably didn't spend a lot of time in economics classes. He's running pump and dumps too, Did you not see the Trump coin and the Smolania coin? I mean, everybody's running pump and dumps, Joe. You're just trying to excuse them all. You're just trying to excuse all of your friends. Everybody laugh at Joe Rogan's joke. That's what that sounded like. Joe Rogan's looking around the room. He's like, Ari, I don't hear you laughing. Ari, would you like another Netflix special, Ari, or not?
Trickle down.
So she probably got talked into it by a bunch of slick people. Look,
Yeah, this is it, Joe. This is it. They forced her. They say, we're going to twist your arm. We're gonna twist your arm, Hawk, too, if you don't let us use your name to pump and dump people.
But she's fucking like 21 years old. She
Not
was
bad, right?
never famous at all. She has one little tiny video where she says she got to spit on that thing, and then everybody loves her, and she's trying to make money. And then someone comes along and says, "Hey, we're gonna make this coin. It's totally legal."
Who do you think came along?
I don't know.
Somebody came.
You said it. I'm not even think you said it.
Donald Trump reported more than 1.4 billion in crypto-related income for 2025.
Oh my God, Joe Rogan's going broke, woke. Do you think he'll go broke? Because he's gone woke. Joe Rogan's woke now. I don't know if you're just tuning in. He's woke as fuck, man. Sad day for MAGA. They lost the God. They're gonna erect a statue. They're gonna say the Rogan South will rise again. They're gonna put up Confederate flags and erect statues of this man because they lost them, just like the Civil War. A bunch of losers. Stop putting up your flags. I see you, North Carolina. You had a huge flag on the side of the highway. I want to go down there and knock it over. Because again, that's a traitorous flag. They fought Americans. Okay, what does it say? The money sign Trump meme coin licensing arrangement with celebration. I love how when Joe Rogan brings up news on his screen, like if I brought up, like let's say when I bring this up, it says Perplexity is a sponsor of the Joe Rogan Experience. What the fuck is Perplexity? I gotta look this up. Perplexity. Oh, Perplexity AI. Oh my God, so they're using an AI thing to look all this up. Because like every time he brings up news, this pops up. Perplexity is a sponsor of the Joe Rogan Experience. Would you like some fucking AI hallucinations? Go ahead and try Perplexity. It will perplex you. Great, great ad, Joe.
The first year of his second term, according to his federal financial disclosure. That's a lot of money for a year.
Pump and dump on his.
That's a lot of money for a president. $1.4 billion off fucking Melania coins.
People. That's so ridiculous.
Why don't
They're laughing. This is the craziest part here in America. You have Shane Gilly, millionaire. Joe Rogan, 100 millionaire. Friend of Peter Thiel and the Epstein class. Mark Normand, probably 1,000 there. And Ari Shaffir, psilocybin in there. And all these guys are bringing up how the Donald, the reality TV show star, Nepo baby, Democrat elite from New York, coastal elite from New York, is pump and dumping the American citizen. The president is running pump and dumps on the American citizens, and they're just in a room laughing. They're like, this is fucking hilarious, man. We should all start a meme coin. We should call it Pod Bros. We'll take some free money, too, from these dummies. They clearly didn't learn after Logan Paul, and I think this is the lesson they get.
I don't know if he did. This is my
Definitely
question.
did, dude.
But here's
I keep bringing up Logan Paul because he's done a bunch of crypto scams to his own. This is what I don't get. The people do crypto scams to their audience, like Adam16, that fucking loser. They do it, and who's gonna buy it? Not me. I don't know who the fuck Logan Paul is. Isn't he that Japanese woods guy? He's like a Japanese woodsman. I don't know. But they're doing it, and then they're selling it to their audience. They're like, hey guys, you really trust me, and I'm your friend. Would you love to invest in this imaginary thing I just made up? You're gonna make a lot of money. You just gotta hold it longer than I do. And then they steal all their audience's money, and their audience is like, hey man, I worked 14 years for that fucking savings. And they're like, I don't know what to tell you, but watch my next video where I crush my new Ferrari. And they're like, oh, cool. Wonder how he got that Ferrari. We need education in America. We just need better education. That's it. We need, you know what we need? Do you guys remember PSAs? Listen, I gotta talk to you. When I was growing up, we had this shit like Smokey the Bear, who was like, put your joint out when you're hiking in the forest or you're gonna light everything on fire. Smokey the Bear would say stuff like that. Fred McGriff, the crime dog. Or maybe Fred McGriff was on the Pirates. I don't know. McGruff, that's what his name was, the crime dog. He was like, listen, man, don't trust dogs. We're narcs. We work for the police. Or he had a message, something like that. I can't really recall. This was the late 80s, early 90s. But then there was that owl, not the lollipop sucker. The owl, the Woodsy, Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't remember what the owl's name was. He wore overalls. He looked like some fucking yodeler from Switzerland. Remember the owl? And he's like, give a hoot, don't pollute. I grew up with that shit, and that meant a lot to me. the message was lost, but the characters were lovable, except for that dog. Go fuck yourself, you narc. And what I'm saying is, I think nowadays, I mean, this government's not going to do it, because they made crypto scams legal. But I think as a citizen of this country, and I think you too, we should all be investing in, some kind of public service announcement, some kind of PSA where it's like, Mimi. Oh, that's Mimi. The meme coin. Where it comes on TV. It's like, hey, folks, if your favorite reality show president or influencers telling you to buy their meme coin, you better think twice. You worked long and hard for that savings, and you're going to need it when you get cancer. So, because they're putting glyphosate in all your food. So you should save that money and don't invest in some imaginary coin that has no value besides what the person telling you does. I think we need those. I really do. And it's got to be like, maybe Iran can do one, like a Lego video on it. Iran, if you're listening, could you make a Lego video to smarten the American public up on meme coin scams? I don't know. I think that's our best bet. That's kind of sad. All right, and back to woke Rogan.
Trump coin's not making.
I understand, but this is my question: who's really investing in Trump coin? And is it?
Me and my dad.
But is it?
Dude, his fan base, his fan base, and the Saudis. It's like there's MAGA people, and then there's foreign governments that are like, hello, Donald, I give you 500 million into the Smolania coin. I would expect a military base any day now. It's like that. It's that, Joe. It's that, Joe. It's bribery that's undetectable right now and not being investigated. It's a good question. Thank you for asking, Joe.
Is it in fact a way to pay someone? Let me say this because I don't know who's buying it. I'm just guessing. But
you can look it up. People have done research on this, Joe. You don't have to get. You know what? I'm telling the $100 millionaire with all the access, with a guy who, I look shit up. I'm like, oh, I should look that up. He has a guy. He has a, hey, go look that up guy. Imagine that. Imagine having a guy where you're like, you just yelled the name. You're like, hey, fucking Thomas, look this up for me. And he's like, Joe has that. Joe has a guy where he goes, look this up. And instead, Joe does this shit. I'm just going to guess. No, have your look up guy. Have Jeeves or whatever the fuck his name is. Ask Jeeves, Joe. You don't even need to look it up. You don't have to guess at anything. That's the craziest part. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I want to get to a level where I just have a guy. I'll have a camera on him, though. I'm not going to do the disrespect Joe Rogan does to his Jeeves character. Is he even a real person, Joe? It's probably an AI. I'm going to have the respect enough to give him a camera and oxygen in his room. But I want to get there where I just go, hey, you look this up. And we're not going to do I'll do research before the show so I don't have to look shit up like I do now. But I do have to look stuff up. But I think we'll just look up random shit. We'll send Jeeves down rabbit holes, Look up who discovered the first whale. Quick. All right, he'll be busy for a few hours. Okay. We'll fuck with him. What were we talking about? Woke Rogan. Go ahead. He's going to guess at who's buying the Trump crypto. You don't have to. There's been many reports on it.
But let's just make up a fake scenario where I talk you into making a Gillis coin, okay? And I say, listen, dude, listen to this. We're going to make a Gillis coin, and I am going to personally, because, you did something for me, and I can't pay you because that's illegal for this thing. So what we're going to do is,
talk about it.
Instead of you, hooking me up with deals and making sure the regulations get killed and all this stuff, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $1 billion into this fucking Trump coin, or into this Gillis coin, excuse me. And then we're going to have a bunch of other people throw a little bit of money in there, but the whole evaluation is going to be very high. So there's going to be a few morons that are gamblers that want to get in and try to sell.
You could just call it MAGA. There are a few morons called MAGA who are like, oh, Trump coin that does nothing. It's just a thing, like his virtual trading cards that it could just buy. I could just screenshot them from the website, but no, let me pay top dollar for that shit. Yeah, there is MAGA, dude. That's kind of the problem with the country, uneducated fucking morons who worship a one golden god.
So, which definitely
I
people
think that's what it is. I think it's influencers
There's
doing
a lot.
that.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of gamblers, but there's also it's a sneaky way to pay somebody off.
I love this. Woke Rogan has cracked the case of why Donald Trump's doing crypto. Oh, I love this. This is so great. What's the fucking day? Anybody know the day? I know it's 2026 and we're late in the year. It's August something, 2026. And Joe Rogan is now like, let me throw this out there, guys. Let me fucking throw this one. Let me throw this your way and see if you're catching what I'm digging. Let's say I started a coin and then people wanted to buy my influence. And it's an untrackable way to be like, hey, we put a lot of money. If you take Joe Rogan seriously, comb your hair with a tack hammer, okay? It's gonna make you smarter.
Right?
I love how everyone's quiet. I think everybody in that moment when Joe was like, right, this is like a thing you could bribe people with. God forbid, we don't want to think a president would do that. And everyone's like, is he fucking serious right now? That was that silence. That silence was like, is he getting stupider, or is he just like, trying to pander to Donald right now and like give him the benefit of the doubt? Like, hey, this is a hypothetical. I'm not saying this did happen, but poof, this could go sideways real quick. We got to let the president know. Like, what is this, Joe? Are you like, hey, listen, I just figured out there's a major glitch in this crypto system. He could be being bribed. He could be bought off by like the Qatari government or something, or the Saudis. Oh, shit. I gotta text him. You guys take over the show. Like, what are you doing, Joe? This is why he did it, you fucking tool.
Raise the money by
if we make Shafir coin, make Shafir coin. I tell you, it's not in England.
Joe, you don't have to now make Shafir coin. You already did Gillis coin, and we got the point. This is why this is 4.5 hours, because he's like, listen, I'm so stupid. We did the Gillis coin. Let's do Shafir coin, and maybe see if you guys get this. This could go in a bad direction. This could be trouble. There could be influence here. It's like, yeah, Joe, we're in August. We're in August of not fucking 2024, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on. What is this? Is this a podcast for like 8-year-olds? Maybe that's what this is. Because I'm pretty sure there's 8-year-olds that are like, is this fucking on the up and up? And they were doing this like when he launched Trump coin at inauguration day. There were like children being like, is that good for a president to be launching a crypto? Joe Rogan's here 2 years in. He's like, oh man, I think I should probably text Donald about this. I'm pretty sure like he could be influenced. He could be influenced in a wrong way.
So if I tell you,
no one can't even tell an improv.
If I tell you, like, if somehow or another we did something shady and I owed you some money, I'm like, look, I can't just give you money, but this is what we're gonna do.
He's literally doing the same scenario again, Joe. The silence that you received from all of your friends in the studio. It wasn't because they didn't understand. They just were like, oh man, is Joe this dumb, or is he like trying to fucking backpedal for the president right now? Like, is he trying to be like, hey guys, I just came up with this. This could be a way to bribe people. Oh shit. I think I just discovered that. Like, Joe, the silence of Ari Shaffir, Mark Normand, and Shane Gilly was because they were like, this is unbelievable. Joe, fuck you, dude. Like, yes, that's what this is. That's the whole thing. Oh.
We're going to start a coin. And then I am...
Okay, yeah, re-explain it, Joe.
I'm going to...
Maybe he fucking got kicked in the head or something. Dude, I know Joe doesn't fight, but did like he catch a stray fucking kick to the head, or did someone rear naked choke him for too long? Because this is like a sign of brain damage. I don't know, man. This is scary. How old is Joe? Like 68?
Finance your coin. So I'm going to pour a bunch of money into your coin as an anonymous investor in an overseas account. I'm going to dump a shitload of money into this coin, and then we're going to hype it up. We're going to get a bunch of other people involved, and then we're going to pull some money out of it for you.
Or pull all the money out of it. You could look up what Trump coin and Smolania coin are worth right now. All the money's gone, Joe.
And then you sell.
I love it. Joe is so serious right now. He's got the most serious. He's like, guys, I'm not kidding. This is bad news. He has 21.1 million subscribers, and I gotta think 20 million of them are just like, I'm here to leave a nasty comment on his channel. Because who is he convincing right now? I love how serious Joe is. Joe's like, no, guys, I'm really serious. This is making him look crooked. Whew. Yep, Joe. Yep.
But
And you
that's
sell
all, I
your
think that's
coin.
all they're really doing right now. To get some,
Artie Shafir is like, yeah, that's what the whole thing is. Like, what did you think? Did you really think people were holding Trump coin and being like, one day, man, one day I'm taking a vacation off this Trump coin? Like, what the fuck does anybody hold a meme coin right now? How's Dogecoin doing? How's Logan Paul coin doing? How's fucking, I don't know, Smolania coin doing? Are you retired? Are you retired because you have a meme coin? Are we all mistaken? Like, I don't know. I'm not a crypto guy, just like Joe Rogan proclaimed he's not a crypto guy, but I'm pretty sure meme coins are like made up things, no inherent value, and they're meant to hype up so your audience will buy it while you pull all the money out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that's meme coin. Like, I didn't go to Merriam-Webster's, but I'm pretty sure the whole thing is like, we create something out of nothing and it's digital. You get no product. There's no fucking inherent value. You can't trade this with anybody. And we sell it to our audience. We're like, hey, this is going to be great. Do you want to be rich? And we've done this a bunch of times. So we're kind of surprised. They're like a bunch of dumb goldfish. And then as soon as it launches and everyone buys and it gets to the very top, they go, okay, let's pull our money out. And it drops down and everybody's left with no money. Has there been a meme coin that hasn't happened? I don't know. I only pay attention to the big news stories, but it seems like they're all the same. They're all pump and dumps. Oh, anybody holding a meme coin? Anybody? I made good cash with crypto. I'm not talking about crypto. Sorry, y'all. I'm not talking about crypto. I'm not talking about Ethereum and fucking Bitbyte and fucking, Absalon and fucking testosterone. I'm not talking about all those fucking Chainlink wallets. I'm talking about meme coins. Very different. Smolania, fucking Logan Paulia, Adam 22, Hawk Tua. All the meme coin is a very different thing. It's not linked to the fucking underground computer system where you got to mine for it. No. These, like Donald Trump coin and Smolania coin, they appeared out of nothing. They're not a currency. They're just a make-believe thing. So is anybody? I have CDs. I get CDs too. I got a CD player too. I just see a bunch of pathetic weasels in the fucking chat. Joe Rogan would be disappointed in you with no avatar on your fucking thing talking shit. Why don't you go to your own channel and say that stuff? I have DVDs and Super Nintendo games. Well, I got Nintendo games. How about that? I don't know if the Nintendo works though. But it's good. It's good to see that MAGA can't answer my question. They can't, hold any facts to my fucking truth. Be like, no, actually, I'm holding Smolania coin. I've made a ton of money on it. Like, I'm glad. Back to Joe Rogan.
it's some like influencer to go in. It raises up and they sell off little bits at a time.
It's corrupt musical chairs. So like when you're gonna stop the music.
Yeah.
There we go. Did you understand that, MAGA? He's speaking your language. It's corrupt musical chairs. Here, let me put this picture back up for MAGA. I know they like this one. They like shoes on the beach. Is that the cool thing this summer? We're doing it.
What about the insider trading?
Well, there's that. That's the other thing. I mean, DeRosa was here yesterday. DeRosa was talking about how when he worked for the Senate, and he was saying like these fucking people.
Wait, what the fuck?
Texas.
Get out of here.
DeRosa worked for the Senate.
Joseph.
Yeah,
What?
he did, and he was involved in.
Wait, to get them all one extra shot.
What did you say, Jamie? He was involved in something in the media.
Oh, now you're using Jamie? God, don't, Joe. Don't use Jamie like that. Here's more woke Rogan. Look at this. Woke Rogan critiquing the president. I can't fucking believe this. Listen to this. Remember how Donald Trump used the decoy plane, in which we'll get to Caroline Levitt. She quit, rightfully so. Bad reason, though. She quit to save her own ass. She was like, I'm not being a decoy in a plane anymore. I fucking quit. And I haven't heard that yet from her out of her mouth, but she doesn't like tell the truth or anything. So I'm just assuming you have to go on her actions. And when she was on that decoy plane the next day, she was like, oh no, I have a kid and a very rich old husband who hopefully will die soon, so I can just have that money. Don't have to touch his old sack anymore. And, you just work within the context. But it's incredible to hear Joe Rogan not say that Donald Trump's move to secretly get off that plane and leave women and children and fucking journalists and the crew and Scott Bessent, well, I already mentioned children, and all of his people on a different plane to potentially get shot down. It's amazing Joe Rogan doesn't call this an alpha move.
He hid an airport catering container and was taken to a military
Airport catering. Do you guys remember Donald Trump fight? And he goes, like, he's the bravest man ever. How come he's hiding in a fucking catering container for a war he already won?
He hid an airport catering container.
I heard it was a taco truck catering container.
He hid an airport catering container and was taken to a military jet for a secret flight out of the country after the NATO summit last month. And this is being reported by the New York Times. The thing is, though, I think they put the press on Air Force One.
You think? Joe, you do a podcast once a week, bro. Once a week. You're telling me you don't have time to fucking peruse the news before you do your once a week podcast? Bro. Bruh. Isn't that what the kids say? Bah! I'm here almost every fucking day, 420. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I love you. I love you. I love you. Even you, MAGA. You can talk all the shit you want about me. I don't care. I don't give a shit. MAGA, you voted for a pedo in chief. You know? Like, trust me, your opinions aren't going to affect me. I don't take advice from people who voted for Epstein's best friend. But even you, MAGA, I love you. And I'm fighting for you to have a fucking 3-day work week. Universal health care paid for by billionaires. Fucking breathable city. Trees everywhere. Fucking high-speed rail across the country. Never have to call an Uber instead of an ambulance. And you certainly won't be crowdfunded for your insurance anymore. That's the shit I'm working for. Okay? Every single day I'm here. So you hit subscribe. So even you, MAGA, you sensitive little feminines. But this is crazy. This is crazy, Joe. You don't have to think. You can look shit up.
Is, though, I think they put the press on Air Force One.
You think? Joe, you do a podcast once a week. Stop thinking and start looking shit up.
So if they...
I love these long pauses because people are like, is this guy serious? He's got a guy who can look shit up and he's saying, I think. You should have had guy who can look shit up do your research for you. Isn't this like the whole thing? Maybe he is woke now. Joe Rogan's woke. That's the definition. Joe Rogan's woke AF. He's the wokest because now he's like, I feel like this. Oh, what a woke tard.
They flew him out was because they were worried they were going to try to take down Air Force One. And they took the press. They just
If you take the press off, then they know that we know. Gotta let them know that
You're right,
we're
Jamie.
not playing games. It's just everything's normal.
Exactly. And if the press dies, so sad.
Oh my.
But you just get more.
You mean the enemy of the American people, what Donald Trump called the press? I don't think it's sad, Joe. I think it's sad that you're not woker.
God, that's fucking wild.
If that's true, that is so wild that he didn't even tell them, hey guys, we're not really going to get on this plane. No one's getting on this plane. You guys get out of here. Go take American Airlines home. No. He's like, hop on. It's safe.
Yeah.
It's Air Force One.
Guys, my gift to you, take Air Force One. Enjoy it.
That's funny because he didn't tell him that. He didn't tell him he was getting off the plane. That's the joke in that.
Food up, there's sandwiches on there. Enjoy yourself.
Is that absolutely what happened?
It says reporters on the older plane were not told that Mr. Trump had not flown with them.
One of those, Carolyn Levitt, not just reporters, but Carolyn Levitt, who gave birth, I'm assuming from an egg. Did she lay an egg? Is that how she gives birth? I don't know. She's got a very old, rich husband. I assume she's, a widow to be, and subsequently quit her job.
Them from Turkey to an airbase in Britain, making them unwitting participants in the ruse and leaving them, along with some White House staff members, to serve as unknowing decoys.
Holy shit.
After they arrived in Britain, he was secretly moved back to the older version of Air Force One.
Bro.
Look, all of a sudden it's not, he thought it was a joke at first, now he's like, bro, oh man, here comes woke Rogan.
Jesus Christ.
Those press people were signing up for something they didn't know. They didn't know what they were signing up for.
He Yeah, all of a sudden the press became the Secret Service.
And they didn't tell them at all that when you want to know like who's more important, you or the president, that's when you find out.
Oh,
When
yeah.
They just
It shouldn't be the president. I don't know. I think the president's here to serve the people. You know, interchangeable. The people. The people make this country.
just throw you on Air Force One. Shrimp cocktails.
It's like,
Boom! All of a sudden you turn into fucking protons.
it's like fucking Goodfellas. When he's telling Karen to go down and get the dresses.
Go ahead,
There's
go ahead.
dresses.
No, I'm okay. Karen,
Holy
why?
shit. That is fucking wild.
Isn't that crazy?
That is fucking wild.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Has there been backlash? Jamie, are they saying anything?
Yeah, Carolyn Levitt quit. I know I'm not Jamie, but just let me say this. Let me play some Fox News for you.
Some breaking news for you right now. This is from President Trump on Truth Social. Our wonderful White House press secretary and one of my most trusted aides, Caroline Levitt, will be departing her role at the end of the month so that she can spend more time with her beautiful young children and family. A decision I totally understand and respect. Caroline will now be one of my top outside advisors and an influential voice within the Republican Party.
And never on Air Force One again.
As we work to defy history and conclusively win the midterm elections. Caroline.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I'm on Fox Business, their YouTube channel. They have a merch shop. Shop the Fox Business store. $32.95 for a Fox Business hat. Who the fuck is... Who is buying, MAGA, if you bought a Fox Business fucking hat for $33, Jesus, it's not even a New Era. It's probably some like Printify, you know? Oh my God, they have a t-shirt and a tumbler? If you ever catch me with a fucking tumbler of a corporate news station, please stop watching my channel.
And has been a real leader in the White House and has done a phenomenal job fighting for justice, liberty, and freedom.
Wait. What does she fight for?
Story sort of evolved over the past week. It's classic Washington hoax.
Yes.
You have Democrats on the Oversight Committee leaking redacted information to their favorite reporter at CNN, who then pops the story with that redacted information and does not reveal that the unredacted version is available. And the unredacted version proves that the so-called victim in this email is a woman who is unfortunately deceased, but prior to her death said on numerous occasions that President Trump never did anything wrong and was always incredibly friendly.
In the Epstein files. Always, you know, that's like this poem that Trump wrote to Jeff Epstein. This is the proof he never did anything wrong.
Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? And Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you.
Oh, man. No, go on, Carolyn, about the Epstein files. And how all the women are just, they're not victims. They were either defending Trump or criminals.
In her interactions with him. And so it's a purposeful leak to try to manufacture this news cycle to drag the president. And we've seen this play out. So
Are you sure it's them trying to drag the president and it's not like his behavior, actions, best friends with Epstein, birthday cards, poetry, videos, pageants they own together? What the fuck else? There's a lot of stuff. New York Magazine articles about it. Anyways, Carolyn, do you want to say anything else about the Epstein files?
president for many years. So we're moving on from that.
Okay, we'll just move on from it. Back to Fox News.
Since 2018, including our historic re-election campaign, he writes, of 2024. Caroline has been one of the best.
Why was it historic? Because in a few years we're going to figure out that Elon Musk changed a bunch of votes and corrupted all the machines and that you stole it? Is that why it's historic? I don't see what was historic about it. Yeah. I don't get it. Donald Trump can only win when a woman runs against him.
White House press secretaries in the history of the office. Thank you, Caroline, for a job well done, President Donald J. Trump.
Oh, you should have said thank you for your attention to this matter.
Caroline, obviously, Levitt had her second child over the summer. She took a little bit of time off to be.
And then she got on a plane where she was used as the Secret Service decoy, and she appropriately quit.
With that baby. It sounds from what the president is saying that she will still be quite involved as
just not on any more planes. She will be a very outside advisor, very outside of all of the aircrafts.
An advisor. And as we move towards the midterms, but from what I'm picking up from what he says here, it sounds like not in the day-to-day White House press
or plane-to-plane
office briefings, which really she has become legendary in Karen.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. This has become legendary? This is, I mean, I guess this photo is legendary. Looks like she's in a fucking rundown Airbnb, but I get, this looks like she was like, hey, MAGA country, need an Airbnb for the weekend. Anybody got something? They were like, I got the best place for you. And like, I just want one photo of you by the fireplace. I'm going to put it over the mantle. Is really Caroline Levitt legendary?
Out because she has, when she was on leave, they brought in Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, and some of the Scott.
Well, they didn't have to bring them in. Those guys are already here. What are you talking about?
And some of the cabinet members to replace her because she's a very strong advocate for the president in that press room.
Oh, strong advocate for the president. Can't wait to hear those words in a trial.
I think that's undeniable. We're going to have more for you on this right after the break.
Right after the break, we'll come back and tell you more bullshit. We're not going to say that she quit because she realized, like, oh my God, I have a young child at home and they just used me as a decoy on an airplane. Oh my God. Oh, they should have used my husband. Yeah. They're not going to tell you that, but I did. You all know what Donald looks like, right? I got to show you a picture of Donald. Oh, here's Carolyn yelling at Donald. He's probably pooping in his diaper right there. What does Trump look like? Because I want people to really catch a glimpse of what this man looks like. Where is my... Okay, here we go. That's your president, Donald Trump. Shit, is that Epstein? Oh my God, that's Jeff Epstein. That's weird. That's his good friend, Jeff Epstein. Wow, that's weird. Anyways, Donald, what did you have to say about the Air Force One not dangerous thing? Go ahead.
And I have to do what they say. Well, I don't know.
She said, why is it too dangerous for you to fly to Air Force One, but not them? But you can't hear them because they always do these stupid interviews in, like, airport hangars. Like, just be like, can we walk inside and have a decent conversation? I want to get some good audio. Either that or reporters, get a microphone that's like, mutes some of the background sound and picks up your voice. I don't know, Jesus.
Well, I don't know. I think actually the plane that I flew on was at greater risk. I think it was at greater risk because that would...
I feel like it was at greater risk. I feel like my plane was the most dangerous one. Yeah, that's why they snuck me onto it. Nobody knew I was on there because it was so dangerous. That's why they call me Donnie Dangerously. Like, what are you talking about?
Be the plane I think that they would be more likely to go for.
Yeah. The old catering plane. I just like to imagine it's a catering plane. Not just a truck, but they were like, sir, to really go undercover here, we're going to put you on a catering plane. And he's like, could it just be a McDonald's plane, please? Because McDonald's is probably ushered to every country that he's in. They like set up a little... Remember when they set up in Saudi Arabia because they didn't have a McDonald's for him to go to? And they just set up a trailer. They made it look like a McDonald's. He's like, this place is great. Yeah, so Donald says, actually, the planes he took, everybody was so safe on the other one. That's why he snuck him off in a catering container. It must have been a huge container because this guy is not slim. And that's why they snuck him off because they needed to make... He's Donnie Dangerously. I don't know what to fucking say. This is all bullshit, man. By the way, I wanted to play this for you because I think this is very important to understand in retrospect of everything we've heard today. Spooderman! Did you guys see the story? Real quick, a movie theater didn't get sent Spider-Man posters, so an employee drew this. Which, listen, I'm not the one to put on the tinfoil hat. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am. But I'm like, that's a really good drawing of Spooderman. And this dude in Canada who is like, oh, I just drew. I feel like this is a plant. I feel like this was all on purpose. I feel like this is a fake story. And this dude is actually the Spooderman comic book artist because there's no way some random fucking dude can draw Spooderman that good and then they put it up as posters. Like, this is a good drawing. This is good. And then, like, Hollywood Reporter's like, wow, look at what happened here. It's like, no, you're not going to distract me from the corruption that's going on. But that is good art. I would buy that poster. That's a fucking good one. Anyways, that's why I want to bring that up. This is what I was going to play for you. This is Aaron Sorkin talking about, you guys are glamorizing dummies. And that's like the problem. Joe Rogan, Caroline Levitt, Donald Trump, like those are dummies.
So we have a huge dumb problem in America. I'm curious what your prognosis of this problem is today.
Oh, you just can't look around or you can't read? Which one is it? Because, I don't know, Americans have like a 6th grade reading level and the president is even lower. That's why he's like, everything's huge. Everybody says everything's huge. And dumb has a B. You know, it's like, dude, listen to like, I don't know, read the Declaration of Independence. That was written by presidents, you know? Holy shit, man. Read the Gettysburg Address and then listen to Donald Trump. You'd figure over time we'd get smarter, and we haven't. We've de-evolved. Donald Trump is literally like, dumb as a bee, and I call them Democrats. And like it was like 7 years ago. Like, it's so incredible that people are like, that is stupid. That this guy's so, what's your prognosis of us being dumber?
In 2019, you said we have a huge dumb problem in America. I'm curious what your prognosis of this problem is today.
We need...
Good question, though, because you're going to get Aaron Sorkin to unleash the Aaron Sorkin beast, if he even has that. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Sorkin, but whatever, you know. He does popular shit.
Need to get over our infatuation with the outsider, with the plain-spoken person that you want to have a beer with.
Yeah, the Joe Rogans of the world, you mean? I'm just the common man. I'm just a common man who has a $50 million yacht and interviews all of Palantir's friends. You'd love to have a beer with me. I'd tell you all about how flock cameras are good for your health.
The characters I read are all smarter than I am. I did not blaze any trails as a scholar at all. But people who are smarter than I am don't make me feel bad about myself. They don't make me feel inferior. And certainly a president, I need the president to be smarter than I am.
And he's not. He's like clearly not. He's not smarter than most fucking Americans. And I think that's why most Americans like him. They're like, hey man, I could really have a beer with this guy as long as my kids weren't around. Or his daughter wasn't around. And I wouldn't want to get roped into that Epstein shit. But yeah. I could totally have a beer with this guy, even though he doesn't drink beer. Good God, man.
There are millions upon millions of voters.
And this is like the big anti-intellectualism movement, you know? Where they're like, hey, we got to burn those books, man. What are you trying to do? Teach our kids?
Seem to have a mass debilitating inferiority complex and feel like a smart president. And Obama, for instance, is looking down his nose at everyone else, or he's a Poindexter, or he...
Right. It's arugula.
Right. We got to knock that off. There has been a glamorization of dumbness.
There's been a glamorization of dumbness. I link it all the way back to the Paris Hilton. That's hot. Now, some of you youngins won't remember that, but there used to be this Nepo queen called Paris Hilton. You may have heard of her hotel chain, the Hilton Hotel. And she would walk around saying, that's hot, with a little chihuahua in her bag. And it made chihuahuas by the hundreds of millions go to shelters because everybody wanted one to say that's hot. And then once they realized those little piss ants for dogs weren't good pets and couldn't always be kept in a purse, they got rid of them. They like set them free. something. I believe there's still roaming gangs of Chihuahuas everywhere. Thanks to Paris Hilton. But yeah. We had like the Jersey Shore, My Teen Mom. Like this is, remember, mainstream media is controlled by right-wing billionaires and about 6 companies. It might be down to 4 now. I'm not sure. And they're serving you a special narrative. Like, hey, just be a teen mom. What could go wrong? Just be a teen mom. Just GTL, baby. That's what life's all about. You know? And they were selling you this shit, and a lot of people bought it. You know, there was, what's her name? Hoochie Mama? What was that Zooey Mama girl? The fat, what was her name? God. What was the fat reality show star? Reality show Southern Star? Zoopy or something? I can't remember. Jesus. Not my big fat fabulous life. Every time I do this. Oh, that's her. Honey Boo Boo. Oh my good God. Honey, here comes Honey Boo Boo. You know, they sold you that shit so you don't feel bad about losing your leg to diabetes. You know, they're like, hey man, these people are cool. Look, don't you want to be fat like them? Honey, here comes Honey Boo Boo. My God, America, we have a real fucking problem. Real problem. Anyways, I forgot how, I always call Honey Boo Boo like Tig Ziegler or something. I can't remember her name. Honey Boo Boo. Remember Honey Boo Boo? That was a weird one. We should put this up when we're talking about Honey Boo Boo. I think that was the origins. I think Honey Boo Boo got bit by a spider, became Spooderman. Anyways. I'm not trying to bully anyone, I promise. Except for Joe Rogan. He wears shoes on the beach like a dick. Don't do that, Joe. Give the sand your feet, Joe. Grace them with those $100 million feet, please, Joe. It's funny. He's wearing longer shorts on the beach than he does in interviews with other men. You know? What does that say? What does that say? Oh, man. Hold on. Let me read some comments. Didn't Honey Boo Boo situation got better? Did it? I'm pretty sure everybody that goes on a reality show just becomes like a child Hollywood actor. Like they just get abused by the system and spit out. They're like, I couldn't read the contract, but they had the cameras, and I just said yes. And it's like they got no money, and then turns out, like, I'm pretty sure, like, almost every reality show star just uncovers some kind of domestic fucking issue. One of the family members ends up going to prison. They were like, oh, wow, this turned into a Dateline real quick. I don't know. Listen, I'm not keeping up with Honey Boo Boo. I'm sorry, and I'm not going to. You know, I'm not going. You do that on your own time. Listen, if everybody hits subscribe and we get big enough and I have my own Joe Rogan Jamie, I will. This will be one of the times we'll be like, find out where Honey Boo Boo's at and try to contact her. See if she'd like to come on. You know, we'll do shit like that once I'm at Joe Rogan status. Cage, I am your daddy on this subject. That's a manser. There's no more. 2025 was the year of mansplaining. Or maybe that was like 2014. We're giving mansers now. Thank you for giving a manser, Cage. Yeah, his parent, you're right. Joe Rogan's parents do think he's a sumptard. You know, his mom's got to be highly disappointed. I appreciate that, Tabby. There you go. There you go. The only illegal human being is Elon Musk. He came here illegally. His brother ratted him out. Kimball fucking ratted him out.
They realized that we were illegal immigrants.
Yeah, we did. But, you know, you pay enough money to the president. He must have bought one of those gold cards or something. He's like, I just want to be here.
Legalize comedy.
We got to legalize me and comedy. What do you say, Don?
Everything's computer.
It is now. Oh, speaking of everything's computer, would you like to listen to Sam Altman telling you that he's going to spy on every fucking thing you do? This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. Get ready. This is what MAGA's ushering in. They're like, yeah, dude, Donald Trump's letting everybody do whatever they want. And this is Sam Altman, who's got some weird charges against his sister, man. Him and his sister are fighting it out in legal things with grossness. Don't look those up. Jamie? I don't have a Jamie yet. Shit. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell so I can get a Jamie. Does AI offer a Jamie? I don't think I want an AI Jamie, but maybe. Time being, you know. Get in on the AI craze. That's what Joe Rogan should do. He should do an ad where he's like, hey man, do you like how I asked Jamie to make me look like an idiot on the show every few minutes when he has to look shit up that I'm feeling like is true and it isn't? Well, you too can have your own Jamie at home. We're introducing Joe Rogan's Jamie AI. Just yell out, Jamie, could you look that up? And just like Alexa's always listening, Jamie is too. It feeds your information right to my head. I have Elon Musk chip in my brain, and I can't do whatever I want, but I can listen to all your conversations. And if you think that's a joke, listen to Sam Altman.
I think we are close to a world where you can have like a descendant of ChatGPT watch your computer screen all of the time, watch every meeting you're in, like record every call, everything like that, have perfect context of your whole life, everything you see. You choose what information you want it to have, but it can like go, you can connect it to your...
I'm pretty sure that's illegal, brother. He's like, you know, we're getting pretty close to a world where this AI can just record every phone call you're ever on. That's all. Would you like to record all of your calls without the consent of anybody else? Would you like to do, would you like to just wiretap everything? Would you? How about every time you open your computer screen, you're wiretapped? Doesn't that sound awesome? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Only a pervert says shit like that. Like, no, we don't want to all be recorded all the time. We already are. God damn.
Are close to a world where you can have like a descendant of ChatGPT watch your computer screen all of the time, watch every meeting you're in, like record every call, everything like that, have perfect context of your whole life, everything you see. You choose what information you want it to have, but it can like go, you can connect it to your texts or email or docs or Slack or whatever.
You know, you just opt out of this ChatGPT style descendant surveilling your entire life. You just got to opt out. That's it. It's simple. We'll make it simple. We'll make it simple. We'll make it very easy for you to be able to opt out of total, complete surveillance of your life. And you just keep it in the cloud. And who has access to that? We're not going to sell it to the corporations so they can target ads at you. No. God, we're going to use it for pervert reasons. Like, what the fuck is going on? How could you sit in the crowd and not be like, boo, we don't want you filming us? No, I'm not trusting your AI to fucking record everything. Suck it. We've seen what your sister said about you. You know, why isn't someone yelling that?
And then you have this thing that is not making decisions for you. But if you're like the CEO of a startup, there's always like more stuff to do than you can do. And
yeah. It's not going to make decisions for you, but it will heavily influence you. You know, and listen, guys, AI, it's very reliable. We're working out the hallucinations and it telling people to self-harm themselves. We're working that shit out. So you just trust us. Trust us.
Context you can't all keep track of. You can't like read every piece of customer feedback every day.
Dude, this is just what he's explaining is surveilling your entire life. Zoom meetings, phone calls, emails, fucking, you know, when you're going to the bathroom. It's like, this isn't even good for humans. There's a reason like our brains only take in so much because what you're talking about shouldn't exist. You know what I mean? Like I just want you to think about like you getting overwhelmed at like, I don't know, like 14 things happening at once. And you're like, I gotta take a little breather. Work is getting a little hectic. Imagine if instead of taking a breather, you went down and sat down and AI was like, here's everything you missed. We've recorded it all and we're putting it all up on one screen for you. You just opt out if you would like not to see everything that's happened in your fucking wake. That's psychotic. It's not good for you. This is not healthy. This is like, I feel like a medical professional, not RFK Jr. He's not. He's a former junkie who cuts the penises off raccoons. I feel like a real medical professional should be standing next to him and instead of doing sign language, being like, this is, no. We're not recommending this. There are lawsuits against people, against social media sites for making them addicted. Do you think this is going to be good? How do you think this pans out? This is the Mr. Beastification of your brain. This is fucking horrible. You know?
And you can just have this thing that's like working alongside you. And as you're like typing out a sales pitch to a customer or like writing a strategy doc, it'll just say like, hey, maybe here's another idea.
Hey, do you remember when you were on your phone with your sister the other week and she said she was pregnant and you were like, oh, bitch, another one? You can't afford that. Here's an idea. Sorry, hallucinating. You don't have a sister. Yeah, this is great, Sam. Great fucking, this is a great idea.
Or I think you're making a mistake here. You should consider this, or I can do this thing for you to help. And like this.
Just say we're going to perfect the human. We're going to perfect you. And all of you who can't be perfected, we will eradicate you. Like, just say that, Sam. You know, and start with yourself. Let's start with you.
I think we're only like one model generation away from this actually being incredibly.
I love this. This is probably okay. Now I know what the meeting is. He's pitching to investors because he's like, I'm pretty sure it's about 2 weeks away. We're just about 2 weeks away from that. Does everybody believe me? No? Okay. We're one generation, we're one model update, which nobody knows that time frame in the tech world. We're just one hyper-vigilant terabyte model away from AI being everything you've ever wanted. Give me your money.
Useful. And I think that will change, hopefully, at least for me, change the way I work.
Hopefully for me, it'll change how I work. Oh, tell us you're a bad worker in a really long fucking way. Jesus. Close. Do you know Puerto Rico is part of America? No. If he's got MAGA in his name and Jesus, what are you telling us how much Jesus hates MAGA? Dude, Jesus said feed the hungry. Donald Trump is like, we're cutting food stamps. Like, come on, man. He's not gonna know shit. Don't expect these people to know stuff or learn anything. Your favorite Bible verse, MAGA? Oh my God. Yeah, tell us your favorite Bible verse. This is funny. Or pull a Trump. Feel like that's very personal. Yeah, the good news. The gospel is supposed to be kept private. Oh my God. I'll wait. You MAGA. Here, I'll put this up for you so you can get aroused, get inspired. He's your muse. Go ahead, tell us your favorite Bible verse without looking it up on Google. All right. You want to go?
I won $18, by the way.
Whoa, that's awesome.
$18.
All right. Oh, wait. Did MAGA really disappear? Oh, MAGA. You have it in your name, MAGA and Jesus, and we asked you for your favorite Bible verse. This should be easy. This should be easy. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna make a lot of people wait for MAGA and Jesus to tell us his favorite Bible verse. He's like trying to find another computer. He's like, oh God damn, I'm on my phone. I can't look this. Okay. Boo. Bartholomew 420. Oy. Come on, MAGA and Jesus. You got it in your name. Jesus wept. Oh, the shortest Bible verse? No, we're not accepting that as an answer. Why did he weep? Do you remember? Do you remember why he wept? I know, and I'm not fucking telling you. Listen, my sister used to test me on that all the time. And then by like the fourth time, I was like, you dummy. You always ask me this. I know it's Jesus wept. God. Where is Matt? Oh, what's up, left-leaning Lindsay? I'm sorry if I haven't said hello to people. My apologies. I haven't been watching the chat as much as I usually do. MAGA and Jesus, you coward, you left. All somebody did was ask you your favorite Bible verse. There he is. I don't need to prove my faith to you. We're not asking you to prove your faith. That's not, you fucking dummy. That's not how you prove your faith. Come on. We're asking you what your favorite Bible verse is. You have Jesus in your name. Dude, this is cowardly. Give us some answer. Not some, I don't have to prove. Just say, what's your favorite Bible verse, dude? I write one on my fucking fridge every day, MAGA. God. And I send it to my brother. It's kind of funny, huh? That's a little funny. That's today's. Here you go. For the tree is recognized and judged by its fruit, for the mouth speaks out of which fills the heart. There you go, MAGA. Look at that. I do it every day. It's a very simple process, and I send it to my brother because he has one and he sends it to me. Come on, MAGA. We're not asking you to prove your faith. We're just saying don't be a fucking fraud. Don't use Jesus as a shield. Don't use Jesus on your decoy plane, okay? That's what you're doing. Bro, you could have Googled it by now. You are a chicken shit coward. You're the only one that has your face in an avatar, and you should really take it out. You know, I wouldn't want to be identified if I was like, MAGA and Jesus. What's your favorite Bible verse? Hey, man, just leave me alone. Oh, Sardyan is praising Allah. Is that a quote from Trump? All praise be to Allah. What's up, Peach Creek Media? Good to see you. I'm preaching on the feeding of 5,000 out of Matthew this week. Oh, wait a minute. You preaching? Oh, my God. Peach Creek Media. We got to connect. I love it. I talk about that, feeding the 5,000 all the time. What happened? His disciples came to him and they were like, hey, man, should we kick these people to the road or what? We ain't got enough food for them. And Jesus was like, have you not been listening to me? We're feeding these motherfuckers. And we're going to have leftovers. I love that story. Where is MAGA and Jesus? He was so active and so loud for so long. So many people were engaging with him. And then we were like, what's your favorite Bible verse? And he's like, oop, I got to get the fuck out of here. MAGA and Jesus, don't be quiet. How come you don't like the attention now? He liked the attention. He was like, fuck you. You shouldn't eat. You shouldn't have health care. Like Jesus and MAGA all the way. And then we're like, hey, man, just tell us your favorite thing Jesus said. He's like, I don't have to prove anything to you guys. You guys are jerks. Come on, MAGA. Why are you so quiet now? This is fucking amazing. Dude, do your own research, you know? Like the Bible, it's free at every hotel, top drawer. You just go to one, you know? You say, oh, I forgot something in the room. Could I have a key? You know, and then you go, I just forgot my Bible. And they're like, hey, that looks awful like the ones we put. Nope, this one's fine. Definitely Googling a gay verse. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you don't know if you're Christian, you don't subscribe to the Old Testament. You don't have the monthly subscription to the Old Testament. That's the Torah. That's for the Jesus in the New Testament. So I want to see some Jesus quotes. You know what I mean? If you're going to put MAGA and Jesus in your name, I'll even take my ball with me. Yeah, exactly, Thorne. MAGA, hold on. Preach Creek Media. The word for feeding in Greek means feeding cattle and bringing enlightened people to light. It's critical enough that it's in all the speak my language. You know what my daughter was asking me earlier? She was like, would you learn Aramaic? And I was like, yeah, but I'm not smart enough to do that. Like, I'd love to. And she's like, well, that's what Jesus spoke. And I was like, yeah. But, you know, the New Testaments were written in Greek. So a long time ago, before Duolingo and you kids got to do it on your phones, we had to buy CDs. What the fuck was it called? Rosetta Stone. I have Rosetta Stone of Greek language, which was so difficult to learn because I wanted to read the original New Testament in Greek, because like Peach Creek Media is teaching us, the word for feeding in Greek means feeding cattle and bringing the unenlightened people to light. And the Greek has I forget what the word for love, but they have like 5 different expressions for love. There's different kinds of love. And once I heard that, I was like, I'm enthralled, and I love people who can preach and share that with the background knowledge, the lore behind the language used, because they do have different meanings. So that is awesome. Everybody just learned something today. Thank you, Peach Creek Media. That is fucking awesome. Are you putting your sorry for my language. You know, God will forgive me, hopefully. You know, there's worse shit out there, God. Sorry. But do you put these on YouTube? Because I'll watch Peach Creek. And MAGA and Jesus is still silent. Okay. So we'll just take him out as no word. He was a fraud and put MAGA and Jesus in his name because he doesn't believe in shit. He tries to use Jesus as a billy club to beat the fuck out of people with it. And then once he simply asks a question like, what's your favorite Bible verse? He disappears like the coward he is. What's up, Ample Thought? Good to see you. Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. You're coming in at the very tail end of this. We've done so much shit. Joe Rogan is woke as fuck. I don't know if you heard Ample Thought, but I'm breaking the news all day and every day. Woke as fuck. Shoes on the beach and calling out the Donald Trump family, saying they should be going to jail. Couldn't believe it. He had a podcast. Oh, Ample, you could have talked about this with me. He had a podcast with Ari Shafir. I love him. I know Ari. Mark Normand, you pronounce the D, and Shane Gillis, or Gilly. You don't pronounce the S. And they were like, hey man, this crypto stuff, this was like a little questionable. And Joe Rogan said, yeah man, people should be looked into and go to jail. And I said, how do you not expect the guy who's dressing like this to not eventually be woke, you know? And then I showed people, well, look, I mean, that's woke as fuck right there, right? He's like, hey, Peter Thiel, look at me. This is on his $50 million yacht. But then I had to bring up, because so many Americans get confused of what woke means, and it just means aware and actively attentive to important societal facts and issues, which he is the #1 podcast in the world. He is the mainstream media. And when he's bringing attention and active awareness and actively dealing with important societal facts and issues, like the president trading meme coins, doing rug pulls, I would say he's the wokest podcaster. Sorry, on 2 Kings. From there, Elisha went to Bethel. He was walking along the roads. The boys came out of the town and jeered at him. Get out of here, Baldy. They said, get out of here, Baldy. Is that really your favorite verse? Then 2 bears came out of the woods. Oh, then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys. So Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer came out of the woods and mauled them. That was a joke for you, Ample Thought. Religious studies are my jam. Yeah. I love religious studies. All right, guys. I think we embarrassed MAGA and Jesus for the day. Not MAGA and Jesus. I mean, the guy who was in here, his name was MAGA and Jesus. And he was chirping and he was barking real loud. And then somebody simply asked him, hey, what's your favorite Bible verse? And he got the fuck out. First he said, I don't have to prove my faith to you. And we were like, nobody said that. Nobody said, like, confess the Lord is Jesus Christ is your savior and fucking prove to us that you've changed your way. Nobody said that. We just said, hey man, you got Jesus in your title. What's one of the things you like, he said. And that man disappeared real quick. Joe Rogan is a leftist. Thank you, Dive Bomb Game Plan. Toy Panda. I hate people that use the word woke. It is constantly misused. That's what, listen, why do you think I literally brought the definition up? No arguments, just, well, alternative facts, I guess. That's what we're doing now in America. Oh. Finesse and Press. Oh, that's a cool name. I like that. Finesse and Press. Do you do a YouTube channel? That's a cool name. Wait, did I miss something? Peach Creek. Woke originates from the black community. We define it as people who aren't black realizing the racism and poverty around them. Amen. Amen. Oh, I'm Peach Creek Media. I'm really glad you're here. Make sure you hit that notifications all. You have wisdom, as we used to say in America. That person has wisdom. You don't hear it too often anymore, but it's good to see that lost art is still being handed down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, I love all of you who have subscribed. You guys are fucking rad. You guys make my day. Please help me out. Share this with friends. Clip it. Send it around. Send it to Joe Rogan. You know, I didn't do any shorts today on this. I should have done some shorts. Already subscribed. All right, cool. We cool then. No, Potato went home. Thank God. I am the panda. I'll accept Jesus when he accepts me, and until the time we have that conversation, I will keep my own religious beliefs. Jesus already accepted you, homie. All right? Kind of like how black fatigue was usurped. Ooh, that should be a whole... Timbo, come back. See, these are conversations we need to have, and especially when you're saying usurped. Like, yo... How do I do a Zoom where more people can come on? I gotta look that up. How do I do that? By the way, hit the like. Oh, don't leave it at 88. That's not a good number. I don't like that number. Please bring it to 90 or something, please. Then we want Soul Starring Kitty. Is that a user? Wait, hold on. Is that a user? Soul Starring Kitty? Or is that just a cool name? The toe is a gatekeeper. Yada but bingo. You guys have the greatest names. Yada but bingo. I feel like that should be when I check my mail. If I have mail, I want it to go yada but bingo. Was the 89th like? All right, we're at 92. We're good. 92 was a good year. Don't get it to 94. That's when Kurt passed, and 96 is when Pac passed. So let's just leave it at 92, please. Thank you. I'm getting a little OCD. I meant your cat. Oh, okay. Yeah, they could be hidden somewhere. I don't know. You really can't see them, and then they come out of nowhere. They usually jump on my back and get on my shoulder. All right, guys. I love you. Hit notifications to all, and we'll connect tomorrow. Okay? Peace. You're the only one to get my handle correct. Subbed. Really? I'm the only one to get that's the only handle that like I read so easily. I was like yada ba bingo. It's very musical. It's very musical. In fact, I might have to record that later and sample it. Yada ba bingo. Yada yada ba bingo. I love it. That's so funny. People have trouble with that. I'm like, that is kind of my language. You and Peach Creek speak my language. Timbo, hit subscribe and come back. We're gonna have that usurpage, the conversation of usurping black fatigue. I love it. All right, guys. Brian, good to see you. Left leaning, smoking, yada ba bingo. JS, good to see you. Hold on. Quote, blessed are those who cite no sources, for they shall post with the confidence of 10 scholars. Commentaries 420. Somebody fucking put that on a t-shirt. Somebody put that on a sticker. JS, that was awesome. That was fire. Charlie, Nurse Rod.